And we're live.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Back in the house once again. It is the effing podcast on this August 2nd. Day.
August 2nd.
I was about to cut myself off because I don't want to say the date and date the show. And then people watch the replay be like, oh, this is old. Yo, what up, everybody?
What up, what up, what up?
It is the effing podcast. I am B-Dub.
I am Branson.
Yes, and right now it is just us two. Buddha is he in Jamaica this time?
Nah, he's not in Jamaica. He's supposed to be back stateside. I don't know if he's coming tonight, though.
Okay. We don't know. He's going to pop up if he does come.
Hassan will probably be popping up in a minute, though, I'm sure.
But right now, it's just us two holding down the fort.
And before we get started, like, share, subscribe, comment. Comments are, I think.
Oh, Buddha's in the chat.
Oh, I think comments are kind of the most important. Subscribe is as important, but comments, because let us know what,
Let us know what you think.
Like, because I think sometimes we hit it on the head. Sometimes we're way off the mark.
No, I'm always right.
Okay, sometimes I'm way off the mark. Sometimes I'm really hitting it on the head, though. So, it is what it is.
Okay, so yes, we're going to do our customary shout-outs. First of all, shout out to 8th and Fancy for all of your adult beverage snacks.
Shout out.
Then we have Dank Drinks, my bad. Shout out to Dank Drinks for the dankest of drinks.
Shout out.
After them, we have Crimey Dealers. Very crimey, very dealers.
Very crimey.
And then from there, shout out, last but not least, to the local plug.
Shout out.
Please eat responsibly.
All right, so I got a couple of things, a couple of celebratory things. I got to give my bonus son a happy birthday. His birthday passed the other day. Got to give Jamaria.
What's a bonus son?
Like, the woman I had a child with had a child.
Oh, okay.
So it's my bonus son.
I just never knew what the term meant.
Yeah, it's my bonus son.
So it's like if he gets famous, he owes you.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay.
And then, he reached 14, so happy birthday to him. And then on the love note, got to give my parents a happy 53rd anniversary shout out.
Yes, shout out. 54 years?
53.
53.
She corrected me today. I'm sorry, Mom, but it's forever. Those type of numbers are forever. So,
ain't nobody going nowhere.
Yeah, y'all are forever. The number don't even matter no more.
Exactly.
So definitely got to give them a shout out. You don't see love like that no more.
No, you don't.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Cool. I don't have any celebratory shout outs. Yes. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Charles. He said B-Dub's Beats can only be enjoyed with the wood grain steering wheel, a Swisher Sweet, and some Stacey Adams on your feet.
So like Charles said, I hope you done rolled up something. Hope you done poured up something, because we're about to get into it for what has happened in the previous week. And this week was rather interesting, to say the least.
It's a very sports-filled week.
I
can say that. That's the theme for this week. Yeah, so let's get into the topics, because I wanted to start with our main topic. Your boy Shannon Sharpe has probably had one of the worst weeks of his life, followed by probably one of the best moments in his life, which was overshadowed by the worst week of his life. So basically, Shannon Sharpe settled his lawsuit last week. Retired OnlyFans girl, thought it was over. ESPN said, nah, bro.
Nah. It's not over.
ESPN has cut ties with Shannon Sharpe less than 2 weeks after he settled a lawsuit with his ex-girlfriend. That's what they're calling her. And
I mean, you got to give her a title. She had to get a title.
Now, when this whole thing started in April, that's when Shannon decided he was going to leave ESPN and take a sabbatical because of all the media pressure from this lawsuit. I guess he assumed he'd pop up right about now during preseason with the NFL. Unfortunately, because of this lawsuit and him settling it in this manner, ESPN said, nope, got to go.
Nah, but the lawsuit played a major part in it. But remember now, Shannon was in trouble before from the video.
With Michelle.
Yes. So, he was already kind of on thin ice. This just was like, he's just a liability. He's always in the news cycle for some sex stuff.
Yeah, he's a freak.
And being Disney, ESPN is a part of Disney. Nah, that ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, this is crazy, but I was kind of expecting ESPN to do this. I wasn't really expecting them to bring Shannon back, or I was thinking really Shannon was going to sever the ties on his own.
After the first incident with the Michelle thing,
Yeah.
I thought they were going to part ways then. But then you get hit with this.
It's a wrap.
You're left with no choice but to part ways. He's a liability, and is he still hot? Is he still hot like that?
Yeah, of course. I definitely think he's still hot. Like, first and foremost, nobody who really rocks with Shannon believes any of these allegations originally. I never once. And really, nobody believed it at all, because the talk wasn't about whether he did this or not. It was really about messing with the younger girl and how white women will get you caught up. But as far as that, nobody really thought he was what this lawsuit said. I think everybody was in agreement that this was a money grab. We just thought it wasn't going to be as messy as it got. And look, it could have been messier. The tapes weren't released.
It definitely could have been a lot messier.
No tapes have been released. That would have scarred us, seeing Shannon smashing this 19-year-old girl in some sort of slave play.
Like I say, he's in the race play. That's his thing. He likes race play.
Now that would have killed some fans if that tape came out, because I don't know if I could look at Shannon the same if he's doing some sort of race play.
He's in the race play. We've heard the audio.
Yes,
that's his thing. He's in the race play, and like I say, I don't kink shame. If that's what he does, that's what he does. But like you said, people are going to look at you.
I know I would. I probably wouldn't look at Nightcap again. That's a tape that needs to stay hidden. That's what'll ruin them, is the tape.
Yeah.
All this other stuff right now, that it doesn't ruin him.
We can both agree that he fumbled that bag, though.
Oh, he super fumbled the bag.
He fumbled the bag like crazy. Like,
yeah.
He had $100 million in his lap.
And this girl originally was seeking $50 million for pain and suffering, psychological and emotional distress, mental anguish, embarrassment, and humiliation.
I thought if he would have just paid it in the beginning, if he would
paying her no $50 million.
No, not paying her 50, but if we come to some type of agreement in the beginning,
he offered her before this started.
You said $2 million,
no, which I thought was fine.
Now, allegedly, how much did she?
Originally, she wanted
50, but what did she allegedly get?
Like around 20. Remember, the number hasn't been released.
Okay, the number hasn't.
We're just speculating. We've heard 22. I've heard 10.
I've said allegedly, but you don't think like I can offer you? I'm not giving you $50 million, but we can discuss for you to leave me alone 8, 10, 15. Somewhere around there. We're not getting to the 50 million range, but we can haggle back and forth on price just so this doesn't hit the light. Because like I said, if he would have taken care of this earlier and this doesn't come up, Shannon Sharpe might still be in the clear. Might.
I don't know, but Shannon did address this immediately once he came on Nightcap. I think that was, what was it, Thursday night? I got that clip lined up.
Started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted it to be about him, and I wanted it to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me that I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you.
And that was Shannon Sharpe sounding all apologetic. Sorry for 2024, old Ruben Studdard ass.
From the brother standpoint, there's nothing that that's not wild. Like this here, we good, man. I don't care about this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I would think like Buddha, if it was Buddha and stuff, man, whatever.
Why it gotta be Buddha? Why can't it be you?
If it was me, I would think Buddha would be like, who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than that. He knows me. He knows how I get down. So, who cares? Like, it's still the moment. You're still going to have your moment.
One thing I saw, because I was watching a bunch of different takes on this, and academics pointed out something that was actually kind of interesting to me. He says Shannon Sharpe has an old school media mind in the new school media era, meaning he's acting like he's on ESPN and relying on that for his sustenance when he's making good money on his own with Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, and Shay Shay Media. So he said it's a bad look for you to constantly keep apologizing to people because the people that support you, that your fans are, they don't care about this shit. So, you're apologizing to the old white people at ESPN and and the people in charge when most people that watch you, they don't care about this shit.
I can understand that.
So he's like, stop being so apologetic all the damn time and man up. The people that rock with you, that actually pay money to support you, don't care about this shit like that. So don't come off all too sorry. I understand he is remorseful because this does kind of overshadow the Hall of Fame induction, which I saw earlier today. That was pretty smooth. Shannon did give some moving words. He should have took it to trial. I wanted to hear him be sincere in court.
I mean, nah, he just wanted to get it over with. But like I said, if he was going to settle, he should have settled it in the beginning and never let this hit the light of day. But as I just think Shannon, Ack is right. Yeah. And I think we all, because we're older, we still have those old views. We're not into the new media when you don't need these big media outlets anymore to get it popping.
Yeah, but with that being said, it does appear that Nightcap is being distributed by another major company called, where is their name? The Volume. Their current Club Shay Shay and Nightcap both are currently distributed by a company called The Volume in an agreement that does conclude at the end of August. So this agreement may have to be renewed at the end of August. I don't know anything about this company, The Volume, but they're responsible for the reason Club Shay Shay and Nightcap have such a high following. And so, their contract negotiation, which I think will go through.
I definitely think they're going to renegotiate because, like you said,
Nightcap hasn't lost numbers.
He's still hot.
Yeah, he's still hot in the street.
He has a following.
Just not on cable TV.
He has a following, and it was a vessel.
Yeah.
If anything, it was a vessel. I used ESPN, even though it was for a very short time, but I used Fox and ESPN as vessels to get to where I'm at now. And that's just that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all.
Now, in addition to that, Tony Busby, the woman's lawyer who sued, decided to respond back to Shannon because when this whole thing started off, Shannon called out Tony Busby and said Tony Busby is a guy who goes after black men, specifically for money. And Tony Busby decided to respond to that. He said, "No, you damn nigger." No, he didn't say that. That's a joke, Tony Busby. You can't go after black men with no money. But Busby settled, once he settled the lawsuit, he said, "I didn't wake up one morning and say I want to sue Shannon Sharpe." He said, "I actually think he's entertaining. But I think it was a legitimate case, and then I pursued it, and I thought it was worth my time."
The door was open. There was the door was cracked enough for him to slide in and get some money from Shannon.
And it's also to be noted that his fee is roughly 40% of any recovery that his clients get. So he's getting 40% of the payout that whatever this woman got. So whether she got 22 million, 8 million, 10, whatever, he gets 40% of it. Damn. So yeah, he fought really hard. He works hard for the money.
Then no wonder why he gonna go. No wonder why he gonna go hard, because that's a hell of a percentage.
Yeah, so he's getting some big bank. So in addition to that, and along with the Hall of Fame, the allegations keep coming at Shannon.
I said he might have been in the clear.
No, he is not in the clear. He jumped from the fryer to the deep fryer. So he's being hit again with another $20 million lawsuit.
Him and Ocho?
Yes, him and Ocho of Nightcap. They are hit with another lawsuit from a woman in Chicago named Jamalita Tillman. She's the woman in that viral video Usher was feeding a cherry to. Somehow, some way, she may have climaxed off of Usher feeding her that cherry. Not saying it's a fact, just pure speculation.
Pure speculation.
Strictly opinion. Yeah, she's suing Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco and the production company Shay Shay Media, alleging that the host knowingly peddled a false narrative about her marital status. So basically, Nightcap did a segment on this woman being fed a cherry by Usher, and Shannon Sharpe insinuated that she was married and had a husband at home, that he didn't want to be on camera, but she had no problem being on camera with Usher. The problem was, this woman said she was not married at this time, nor was she going through a divorce. So basically, that's what the lawsuit says. Because of that, she's saying, yeah, they slandered her name, and she's saying she's receiving fallout from the slander. She's saying that she's homeschooled her daughter. Her daughter's supposedly really smart, and she runs some sort of institute or school. And basically, she's saying it's affecting her duties. So she's hitting Nightcap and Shay Shay Media with a $20 million lawsuit.
I hate to tell them, but she has a good case too.
She does actually have a case.
I hate to break it to her. She has a.
Now, I know for a fact she's not getting $20 million.
That might, well, I don't know. Everybody hovering around Shannon now. Everybody hovering around Shannon.
Now, from my understanding, and I've been reading and following this story, they said she is in contact with Shannon's legal team, and they are trying to work to a quick settlement. Now, yeah, she is saying, okay, she is the global director for the Harold Washington Cultural Center, and claims she went on the national media shows to refute the allegations made by Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson. So I actually did see a clip of her on a news show dispelling these rumors.
And she doesn't have a husband? No husband?
She has no husband. She's, well, at the moment, she said at the moment. That could mean she had been previously married, but it's kind of irrelevant to the issue because she's not married now or at the time of this Usher concert. And what she's saying is she got in contact with Shay Shay Media. She asked them to take the clip down. And she said they did take the clip down on most platforms. However, she claimed she went to Apple. No, she claimed she went to Apple and the clip was still on there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was too late. Once it hits the web, it's gone.
Well, the issue is their clip from their company was still on Apple Media, and that's why she says she's suing, because the clip was still on Apple. Now, me, just from my experience with like uploading to different platforms, Apple has their own set of rules. I've uploaded like music through DistroKid to Spotify and Apple Music and all these different distribution platforms, and the one thing I notice is Apple Music takes the longest to respond. Like, all my music will pop up in 24 hours on these other streaming platforms. For like Apple Music, it would take 2 to 3 business days. So Apple operates on their own kind of terms. So to me, it might have been possible they put in a request to remove all these videos, and Apple got the request, but because they're Apple, they take their sweet ass time. But I was watching The Breakfast Club, and The Breakfast Club said they went to Apple Music to see if the clip was still there, and it was not there. So the clip is no longer there if you're looking for it. All of it has been removed from the media platform. So I'm not sure what the woman has to say to that, but from my understanding, Shay Media and her lawyers are already speaking to each other. They're trying to get a settlement going, probably some under the table. Well,
it's
under
too
the
late
media
to
shit.
apologize. Is that the name of this? Is that the name of the song?
Nah,
Is that how
because
it go?
if damage was done, they're going to give her something.
Oh, she's going to get some.
She's getting something. I definitely believe it's going to be in the 6-figure range, but I don't know millions.
I don't know.
My thing is this: she wants to resolve it quickly. They want to resolve it quickly. I think take this money and get the fuck on.
Should have used that. Should have used that type of thinking with the OF girl.
Yeah. Well, he did. He tried to give her $2 million, but she wanted more. But Charles said, who sets the market for these astronomical numbers? Because $20 million for a lie is crazy, and I fully agree with you. From my understanding, when you hit people with these lawsuits, you hit them with a high number so you can settle for a smaller number.
I agree to an extent because it's the slander of it all now. Because, like, the internet now, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So, if it's prohibiting and doing stuff to me, 20 million, like you say, I'm gonna start high and we'll finish at about 5.
Yeah, but from my understanding, she said she was cool with them taking it down, but the reason she said is because of the Apple Music issue where it was still up. So, like I said, I don't know what happened, what's the behind the scenes with that shit, but
at the end of the day, she wants money.
She wants money, and she's gonna get something
because she could have just left it alone if it was like that. If I don't really care, but she wants money.
Yeah.
And she's going to get some money.
She's definitely going to get some money. And all this happened, and it screwed up Sterling Sharpe's Hall of Fame induction.
I don't think it messed with Sterling
really
because, that we'll get into that, I guess.
But let's be honest. Shannon Sharpe is the reason Sterling Sharpe is in the Hall of Fame.
Hell no.
No, I'm not saying because
you said.
Not for stats wise. I'm talking advocating. If Shannon Sharpe didn't advocate for Sterling Sharpe to get in, it wouldn't have caused the firestorm for other people to say he should get in, and it would probably motivated the people that made the decision to get him in.
Sterling is close to my heart as an NFL player, being that he played at the University of South Carolina.
I fully believe he could have got in had he not had an
player
injury.
with the Packers. Yeah, if he hadn't got hurt,
I have no doubt he would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer if the injuries didn't cut his career short.
Shannon played a part. I will say that.
Yeah, but I definitely agree. Shannon Sharpe's influence got Sterling Sharpe into the Hall of Fame.
And it's an amazing fact that his brothers, the first brothers ever to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there will be brothers coming up because I know the Watt boys are going to be there.
Oh, yeah. J.J. Watt
and T.J. I know they're both going in, so they'll be the next set of brothers going in.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, hold on. Is it Peyton and Eli in?
Peyton and Eli? Is Eli in the Hall of Fame? I don't think he is.
I could have sworn Eli was in the Hall of Fame.
Hold on. Well, that's the benefit of having smartphones.
I could have sworn Eli was in the Hall of Fame.
Eli Manning was not elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility.
Well, then I guess if Shannon was hyping for his bro,
despite being a finalist for the class of 2025,
Peyton going to get Eli in.
Yeah, this is going. Yeah,
okay then. Yeah,
he's
Peyton
just not a first
Eli
ballot. He'll get in eventually.
Yeah, Peyton going to get Eli in.
Yeah, they'll be the second brothers to get in.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
I definitely
sworn Eli was in there though, but yeah, Eli going eventually.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to get in there.
Okay,
but it's all about the Sharpe brothers.
Well, then definitely shout out to the Sharpe boys. Then definitely shout out
the first of many.
Yes.
Yeah. So we gonna give them a shout out, and then we gonna keep it moving because there's been some more athletes dealing with the law. Gilbert was arrested Wednesday.
You knew that was true to that story. Gambling. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Gil.
Yeah, so Gilbert was arrested Wednesday, charged with 3 counts in connection to an illegal gambling ring. And he was celebrating his release a day after he was arrested. And I got that clip lined up for you.
You better not.
Can't hold me, baby. You can't hold me. Hello. Somebody said, Don't spend all my lawyer money. Hey, do you need a lawyer if you planning on snitching? I just need questions. Like if I want to save money, just you know what I mean, just like you don't need money if you gonna snitch, right? That's just dumb, right? That's pointless. You put a little bit more butter on them biscuits. I think I seen a little something. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm about to snitch for sure.
So that was Gilbert, pretty much letting everybody know he's snitching.
What up?
Hassan,
Alpha Dog
in the building. Sorry about being tardiness. Had to play daddy role for a little bit.
I'm playing it now, so I definitely understand.
What's going on,
Nothing
people?
wrong
Miss
with
y'all.
that.
So yes, Gilbert was arrested due to a gambling ring, and it looks like basically this happened because it's due to private poker.
Somebody snitching.
Private poker all over the U.S., and it looks like they arrested Gilbert and 5 others in connection with private games that took place in his L.A. mansion. He pleaded not guilty on Wednesday. And it looks like Gilbert's an avid poker player. He's appeared on the World Poker Tournament many times.
Isn't that what him and Crittenden, isn't it Crittenden?
Javard.
Isn't that what they got into it over?
Yeah, they had the guns came out and when it was at Washington.
We already knew he was a gambler. Like most athletes are gamblers that I can think of.
He was busting Critton in his ass with that money.
So I knew that when they was like Gil and gambling, he had something to do with it, but he gonna tell.
So it looks like, in this situation, they're trying to say Gilbert did not compete in these alleged games, but he did rent out his home in Encino, California, to his co-defendants who ran the games in questions. So it looks like Arenas is denying his involvement.
What makes it illegal?
Probably the amount. And number one, it's an unsanctioned game.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't paying taxes on none of this.
Right.
So, Gilbert's saying he isn't a part of this, but some people are saying it's not true. Because earlier, I put in the chat that gambling table they had. They have a table with Gilbert's logo on it. That was used in the gambling.
We know that he's involved somehow.
Yeah.
But he gonna tell.
He's going to tell, and his bail was
tell.
like $50,000.
Yeah, he ain't going. Listen, that nigga ain't doing no time, man. I don't know why he's not no street nigga. So
yeah,
he ain't no street nigga. He gonna tell it. He ain't fucking with his freedom or his money. And do you blame him? Shit,
I don't know.
Ain't got nothing to do with it. Somebody owes some money and they ain't want to pay that shit, so they got the authorities involved.
Yeah, Gilbert said this ain't got shit to do with me, and he's just saying all he did was rent out his house. But he's still facing 3 charges: conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, operating an illegal gambling business, and making false statements to federal investigators. They're saying Gilbert lied to investigators about his knowledge of the illegal poker games and claims that federal agents squashed upon viewing contradictory text messages. So they found text messages Gilbert sent that proved he knew about these games. And
I'm sure he knew about them. Like you said, the picture.
He knew about it, but as long as he ain't participating, that's all that matters.
Well, that's the biggest obstacle they're going to face. He has to prove that he has no connections to these games other than renting out the space.
And I'm sure you could bust a lot of athletes like that. Like if you wanted to. Like
they're busting lots of athletes.
Yeah, they have lately.
Ask Malik Beasley about this. They just betting on themselves.
Right. But what he's saying is these athletes
sitting around the house.
They said they gamble all the time. They do it inside the clubhouse, all that shit.
You could bust into most athletes' houses. I'm sure they got some of their.
Yeah, they got some gambling.
Some athletes there with them, and the stakes are high.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
Shit, you talking about niggas got
like
hundreds of millions of dollars, and you know what I'm saying?
I'm not surprised at all.
So basically what they're saying is this is an illegal poker game, and it went under the radar and the reason it's on the radars because of the amount of money that was being collected from these pots.
Millions of dollars.
And because they're saying, tons and tons of people play poker every single day.
Change the tax brackets right there at the poker table.
It's probably anywhere from $2 to $10 million exchanging.
Oh.
Yeah, and it does say private home games are legal in most states, but collecting rake is illegal in all states. So some home game hosts do charge an admission for a fee to get in, while others don't charge.
You just can't charge off the pot.
Yeah, you can't get no cut off the pot.
And that's what they're trying to say. He was getting a cut off the pot.
Right.
Which, more than likely,
you renting that shit. You renting that shit. You getting fees and shit off that shit. Yeah. For probably like every $100, every $1,000, probably like $100.
I'm getting money off that pot. That's crazy. If I'm there or not,
So what they're basically saying is the reason he's in this issue is either associated with the wrong crowd or did not properly vet those who ran the game. So that's where the situation is right now.
Like Hassan says, somebody ain't get their money.
Somebody owes some money. They got law enforcement involved. They told.
That has to be it. But Gilbert telling the world he's going to snitch. I don't know. I've seen on the internet, so I take it with a grain of salt. But one of these people could be associated with organized crime.
Hey, listen,
there's
the
a
man
good chance
said,
with that too.
Hey, listen, he's standing on business. He telling you, I ain't taking a rap for no goddamn body. Y'all better hold y'all weight.
I mean, you got to think this is what comes along with this type of lifestyle. Yeah. You're dealing with
shady
more than
people.
Likely athletes,
and shady
but you're also dealing with real gangsters with real money as well.
Yeah, and I think it wasn't in the present when all this was happening. It was like 2021 and 2022. And I think Gilbert did it because of the pandemic, and that prevented him from maybe making his normal money he might have made by leaving the house and doing whatever he did. So he probably hosted these gambling nights just as a way to collect some money due to the pandemic. So, yeah, I think that's why he did this. I don't
Easy
think
money, too.
The point is, like I said, the only way law enforcement know this shit, somebody had to tell. That's all.
Yeah. Charles said he may be innocent, but why does Gilbert Arenas just seem like the grimiest Negro in North America?
Because
he's a grimy suburban nigga.
Yeah, exactly. He stay in his fucking lane, though.
Yeah.
You got to respect him on that.
Because that's why the suburban part.
Yeah, he stay in his fucking lane.
He is one of them niggas.
He a slick ass nigga, though. Hey, but you
can just tell by how he acts.
Yeah.
He's a slickster.
Yeah. And also, did you see that video of Nick Young? Nick Young went on live after he saw Gilbert Arenas get arrested and just started clowning.
That wasn't the one. Did you see Kwame Brown's video?
Yeah, I saw
that wasn't the one. Kwame was the one.
Yeah. Now, Kwame made about 4 or 5 videos on Gilbert, and I thought that was overkill. I think Kwame Brown is one of those people. I only listen to him when somebody mentions his name.
Kwame, get over it,
He'll troll.
Get over it, my guy.
Niggas don't fuck with him.
It's over. That part of life is over.
What was it that put him on the map? Because there's some sort. Because I subscribed to Kwame Brown's podcast.
It was something
back and forth between
him and Gil.
Somebody mentioned his name, right?
It was him and Gil.
That was true. It was him and Gil. Kwame responded, and then they had a back and forth, and then I kept seeing this shit pop up in my channel, so I subscribed to Kwame Brown. Just like y'all people watching should subscribe to the effing podcast 919.
Subscribe, share,
comment, all that good stuff.
And I've been following Kwame, and I'll say sometimes his videos pop up, and I really don't care what he has to say. I'll admit, I listen for the messy stuff.
It was interesting at the time. That's why you followed him. Like you say, if you ain't really got nothing going on like that,
yeah.
But it was him and Gil. That's where he got started at. And Kwame just need to let this go.
Yeah.
Remember, 50 and Floyd gave the blueprint on
fake beef.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You got fake beef.
This ain't a fake beef.
No, I'm not. I got you. But what I'm saying is, controversy still adds to money.
Oh, controversy sells.
So that's the whole thing. That's the part. When you in that top 1%, you're going to have at least 1 million or so followers that's going to fuck with you. So you can do something, whether it's direct or indirect, and cause them like, man, let me look my man up. Oh, he got this on sale. Let me buy that. Just because something controversial on like you said, on the chat online and shit.
So what do you think they're gonna do to Gilbert?
Nothing. He gonna tell what
He
they
gonna
need to tell,
tell,
and it's gonna be over with.
That's it.
I think that too.
like,
Once I saw a $50,000 bail,
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
He never
okay.
been in trouble before, and on top of that,
Well, no,
What?
that's true. That-
no,
that's not
well, no.
true.
When I said trouble, has he been convicted? No.
Were there any legal charges for the gun incident in D.C.? Because I don't.
think-
I know. I mean,
It
it
was-
violated
it-
team issues.
Not for him. He didn't have the guns, did he? I thought it was Critton.
Yeah, he had the guns. They all
He
had the
told
guns.
him to pick one.
They all had the guns.
Well, I think they got dropped. He didn't get convicted. I think they got dropped.
I have to look that up. But you know, Gil, like that. Gil, like Charles said, he looks like one of the
No,
slickest
he ain't
dudes.
look
in-
like he actually
is.
he is
one
a
of the-
slick.
he's one of the slickest dudes
slick
that
ass
you can run
suburban ass
across.
nigga.
And it is
So-
what it is.
Yeah, but I don't expect any long term damage. I damn sure ain't expecting Gilbert to be like Shannon.
Nah, Gil,
God,
Yeah,
you
Shannon.
just realized Stephen A. Smith picked all these niggas to pop up on ESPN. Gilbert and Shannon. Damn, way to screw it up.
Not necessarily, because you can always cherry pick some of their fans off of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So adding someone to your platform, which First Take is his platform, it don't hurt him.
No, it
at all.
doesn't.
Yeah, I don't see it hurting.
They be
them.
getting them in and getting them out now, though.
And really, though, if you really want to keep it 100, I mean, this controversy really don't hurt Shannon Sharpe as well. It don't. You know what I'm saying? He's even though he had
Nah, that's what we said because he doesn't need ESPN.
right. He don't. He made $100 million without it. See,
I don't
Stephen
know
A.
if he-
made $100 million through.
I don't know if he made that.
No, he
100.
made.
we
No,
don't
he
know
did.
about
We don't know if he made that 100
No,
mil.
he got that 100. When that 100, he signed that contract, that $100 million. That's when the lawsuit came out with the OnlyFans chick, the young girl.
Yeah.
That's after he signed that $100 million contract. So
I
he
thought
got
it was
that.
in talks. I didn't know.
Nah,
that.
he got
I
that.
thought it was in.
Nah, he got that because he was celebrating that the whole night on the show.
So who gave it to him?
Whoever his platforms is on.
What, that volume?
Not Vine. It's somebody else.
Oh,
It's another media
I
court.
think it was
that-
like front page.
yeah, it's another media court that he's got affiliated to.
At the end of the day, it's like this. Like Ack said, I hate that I go back to what because I don't like Ack,
You
but
just say some people are right, some people are wrong.
he's right on
I mean, he
you know,
right.
you can grow your own audience now. You don't need these big giants no more.
I mean, I'm sure after this, he's gonna learn that it's gonna be pointed out to him, like, because he really grew them on his own, kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was on,
who Shannon?
yeah,
I mean, he did, but he used
Him and Ocho,
them,
they
he
grew
used
that.
Fox and ESPN as
Really,
vessels, like I
FS1
told
is
him
what sprung Boy Shannon.
to really get the message. So once I'm in, I'm in. I don't need y'all no more because I'm in now. My name's popping now.
Yeah.
So yeah, he doesn't need ESPN or them.
I mean,
anymore.
really though, nobody. I mean, like, nobody doesn't need him if you have a large following, but it don't hurt neither to have that money.
Oh no, it doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't hurt at all.
Nothing wrong
But
with doing
if
both.
you can do both, you can. There's nothing wrong with that.
they be looking for every little way
I know that damn
not to
shirt
give
he
you
had
that
on
money.
today.
So-
At the damn Hall of Fame. I'm like, damn, nigga, you ain't learned from the last time. That shit was so tight, like the buttons about to get pop on that shit. I was like,
I'm gonna have to check
that
that.
shit,
I didn't.
that shit was funny. We gave his
didn't
brother,
see what he
when he
was
gave
wearing.
his brother a hug, I said, damn, that shirt look like this nigga ain't never gonna learn. Stop wearing that tight ass
Well, on
shit.
Shannon's behalf, I just hope like he's at the end of all of his troubles.
I mean, he learned. I mean, one thing for sure, he learned. See, the thing
Hell
about
yeah,
the
he
thing,
learned.
the thing about see the thing about it with majority of the black celebrities that's been in the news for these high profile money grab schemes. The problem was they're too loud about what the fuck they doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was openly talking about, yeah, I got me a little stash that I
You
spend
think
on
you
woman
might be
per
a little
month.
bit bigger than what you should be.
Right, you should
be flaunting it.
you should have just kept it at closed
Yeah.
doors, and just like the same thing with Diddy. Even though all
I
this
say.
shit was old, you just should have kept that shit.
Everything isn't for
Closed up,
everybody.
right, keep that shit closed.
Everything isn't for everybody's ears. And
Somebody
once
gonna
some people get it in their ears, then they're out for you.
And somebody gonna be hating, and somebody gonna be trying to get some money if they have opportunity.
Huh?
So, like I said, he learned.
This is definitely a multi-million-dollar lesson. That nigga could have took $1 million and went to Princeton instead, but nah, he wanted to learn a lesson through this loss.
I mean, he probably lost about out of that 100 million, about a good 25.
Just losing that alone. Ooh,
Nah, are you including lawyer fees and legal fees?
Well, then I'll say about a good 30 then.
plus, there's still people trying to grab it some more of it.
Yeah,
he ain't out the woods by far.
Yeah, I know he ain't, but they're not gonna be as big as this OnlyFans shit. They're gonna be like a few 100,000.
We
shit
hope
like that.
so. We hope so. We didn't. We said that Shannon ain't gonna get in nothing after that video with Michelle.
But I just don't. My whole thing is,
Well, technically he didn't because all this shit was before that.
Yeah, but it came out after though.
of course, because they see he's hurt now. He's wounded. The fact that he's settled now is an easy target. Anybody got some type of claim to him, they know he's going to be in a position of wanting to settle, and rather than dragging it out.
Yeah, cool. Well, in addition to Shannon Sharpe and Gilbert Arenas, there's more legal news in the world going on with Trump and his discussion on Diddy. Earlier this week, Trump was interviewed August 1st on Newsmax, and they discussed the possibility of giving Diddy a pardon. Yeah, I got that clip.
Sean Diddy Combs,
Right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something, but he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great, and seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you, sir.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's hard, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know, it's more difficult. It makes it more, I'm being honest, it makes it more difficult to do.
But more likely a no for Combs,
I would
sounds
say
like.
so,
Okay.
Yeah. So Trump clarified at the moment it's a no.
I call Cap.
I definitely call
I
Cap.
call Cap.
I'm not calling Cap.
I'm
Because
calling
Say
Cap.
earlier,
Because one of the things that we know about Trump specifically is if he feels that you wronged him, he's not going to deal with you.
Okay, and we also know too that this motherfucker would change at a drop of a dime if you any type of way appease him. Like, hey Trump, I'm sorry, man. You good? I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, man. My bad. And look, I got like 5 million too. How about that? Trump he gonna take that shit and move on.
I don't.
I'm gonna
think
tell
he's
you
gonna
why.
pardon him.
Trump like headlines, bro. Because the only thing he gonna be like, look, black people, I let another one of your famous people out.
If he was going to be the headline, then he wouldn't have been so. Just the tone and what he said in the clip wasn't. People would come back on him if he would do it because he's basically saying no.
No, he said, look, let me tell you why.
he said?
At first he said, well, he's practically innocent.
At the end,
you're not gonna come. You're not. I get what you
you're
said.
Basically saying no.
Right, but that's just something for people to hang on to. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta understand. Trump always, since he been in New York, the tabloids and shit, he know how to work the media. So he just number one, he's saying that to keep the Epstein files off his ass and shit. So anything that can be a distraction to keep people in his base wanting him to release the Epstein file, he gonna say that shit. But we know behind closed door, money talk, bullshit walks.
Yeah. Well, the words he was talking about in reference to Diddy came from a 2017 rant. Diddy had essentially saying that black people don't really care about Trump and that the tomfoolery going on in D.C. is just regular everyday business to black folks. And those are some of the words he said that kind of pissed Trump off. He said he wanted to, Diddy said he wanted to keep it focused on that self-love that we need to give our race. So that's what they think may have been referencing Trump when he said Diddy didn't say such nice things about him.
I'm just curious, baby. I mean, and this is just me, just thinking, just like I'm curious. Like maybe they might give Diddy a little time if they keep turning down this man bail.
No, they're not, because
If
they
they
are.
keep turning down this man, and it's a significant amount of money he's trying to give them for bail.
They already in the works, legal filing to get them with the two lesser charges that he was convicted of. They already in legal files now to challenge that because it's in the court. He didn't have any sex with any of the things. So him to be convicted of the Mann Act, the people that was involved, they were friends. Like from Cassidy and the
So is that going to happen before they sentence him?
I mean, I don't know how the feds work. I'm not sure, but
I don't think it's going to stop. I think he's going to get a little time.
No,
I
mean,
really do.
I don't think so. I mean, I think that he has a legal challenge on the two lesser charges he was convicted on. And I believe if you separate all the other bullshit and focus on the two things that he was convicted on, he can get that shit overturned. Because again, he did not coordinate the freak offs between the ones that he was, and he did not participate. That's in court. That's on transcript, the whole nine. So if he can get a legal win against that, and this whole shit will go away. That nigga could walk out.
So you think Diddy's gonna get that pardon?
I think he is. I think, real talk, first his legal team gonna challenge the two convictions. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why they're trying to go ahead and challenge that, as well as get him bail, because they have some legal way to where he can get that overturned. And then let's just say worst case scenario, he's exhausted all his legal challenges, whatever case may be. Eventually he's gonna get that pardon. So in other words, he's got to go through the process just to, at the end of the day, this ain't even gonna be shit.
Well, I see Trump pardoning Diddy.
Yeah, man, you look at his fucking track record.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it, but nothing is written with Trump in stone.
Right.
I
said a
can
whole lot
also
of
see
shit.
him not pardoning Diddy. I see both sides. I could see it on a 50-50 split, to be honest.
I see it more 60-40 that he will pardon him. Only because he likes to be around people of power. And he likes people who can pay that bread.
I think he'll pardon Diddy if he does something really fucked up, because that way it'll take the heat off his ass for the thing he messed up on, and it'll bring Diddy and the media attention heat off his ass.
I mean, I think he's gonna do that without that, because again, he's in damage control right now because his base is on his ass because they're not releasing the Epstein's file. So he's gonna say whatever to be a distraction. Remember, his whole campaign, his presidency as of right now, everything he's doing is a big ass distraction. Because if he loses the power that's most likely projected by midterm, he's going to be up for impeachment. They're going to try to impeach his ass again.
Yeah, I can see that, and he's definitely done some impeachable things, but with Trump, for some reason, he keeps getting a pass.
Right, getting slick.
Yeah, so I think that's what they're going to continue to do.
But eventually, though, back to what we were saying, he's gonna pardon Diddy.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and keep it moving, because Michelle Obama was in the news with her
Michelle.
recent comments related to ESPN on her podcast. She was talking with her brother in regards to ESPN and them fighting over the remote, because apparently her brother and Barack Obama like to watch sports, and Michelle likes to watch reality TV like the Real Housewives. So she went on to basically say that Stephen A. and First Take are the same thing as the reality shows Real Housewives of whatever.
Is she wrong?
City. I definitely disagree with her, but I got that clip. Hold on. Let me play the clip for
If I
you.
listen to ESPN for an hour, it's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, it's the same drama, and they're yelling at each other, and they don't get along. I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other
he'd
talk
be a
show
great
host.
Real Housewife.
He would be.
Right.
Right?
It would be amazing.
So that's why I'm like, what's the difference? It's just, it's just sociological drama.
I disagree with her.
Yeah, I very
because
much
it's
disagree.
nowhere. See, number one, the reality shows is manufactured beef.
This
Feel what I'm saying?
this is a reality show. If you look at it,
No, it's not because
First
you
Take
actually
is a reality show.
Not really. You actually haven't.
what you mean not real?
I'm gonna tell you why. You actually having a debate about sports,
relevant.
something relevant. These are actual debates. Whether who you
Regardless
rank,
of what the debate is
So how-
about, it's still a debate.
it's
right
a
or
it's
wrong.
a, it's a debate versus okay,
Right or wrong.
But if we seen enough reality shows like Real House of Atlanta,
They don't have debates.
they don't have debates. That's manufactured shit.
They have kind of debates. What I get from what Michelle is saying is that all they do is just yell back and forth at each other, and that's basically kind of what it is. But that's intriguing to.
That's not necessarily true. I don't watch First Take It every time you see it, everybody's yelling.
No. It just all depends on what they're talking about and
Yeah, but
how
I'm
heated the conversation.
I'm just
can
saying
get.
overall, and I watch every day. There's no yelling. You know what I'm saying? Now it might be sometimes it might be a little bit of testy debates if somebody feel passionate, but overall that's not what it is. So she's stretching it. She's stretching what she's saying. When you watch reality shows, it's manufactured beef from the start to the middle to the ending, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to keep whatever audience attention towards that. As far as the sports shows, these are natural discussions about eras, players, style of game, and stuff like that. So that's totally different. That's not the same.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of First Take. I'm not a fan of Stephen A. But I did think she kind of downplayed them because the similarities of yelling is pretty much where it starts and ends.
Right.
The Real Housewives, they curse at each other.
They fight.
You don't curse on ESPN. You
Right.
don't fight each other. Stephen A. pretty much employed
we
half
don't
the
know
people
what
he
happens.
yells at.
We don't know what happens behind the scenes at
But
ESPN
it's behind
like
the
that.
scenes.
And that's true.
It's not on
Reality
camera.
show, you see it all.
Yeah, I mean that is part, but like I say, I get the premise of what she's saying.
She's stretching that.
Regardless if she's stretching it or not, I still get the premise of
regardless
what she's
if
saying.
she's stretching it or not.
You get the premise.
No, the
if
premise
you're
is
saying
way
that-
off.
If you're saying she's stretching it, then you still understand that she's.
No,
she
what
gets the
I
premise.
understand is she trying to fit an apple and orange in the same hole, and it don't fit. That's what she trying to do. She trying if you got a hole, she trying to take that month. No, you got a square. She trying to take the fucking apple and orange and put it in that bitch. It's not the same.
Yeah, I
It's
kind
not.
of thought she was downplaying ESPN because I'm like, those are journalists
Right.
like Stephen A. When she said, "Oh, he's the same as a Real Housewife,"
So
I'm
what?
like,
So what about all the women that's up there that's debating? So with their drama,
Yeah.
she's downplaying women and black women on top of that, because you got to throw all that in there when she's saying that.
to a degree, yeah. But my thing was kind of downplaying Stephen A. and comparing him to like Phaedra Parks and
Yeah, that's way
Nene Leakes and shit. I'm
Because
like,
he's the star of the show.
Now I can now
'Cause he's the
I
star.
I can see. I'm gonna have to agree with you on this right here because he's lately he's been in politics.
Yeah.
He's been on news shows, politics, talking about politics. So they like, nigga, you on every set. You on everything from ESPN to the NBA to now you in the politics and shit. Like, and then it's like you're drumming up, you know what I'm saying?
You're
Yourself
getting further away from what
what got you here.
Yeah.
And it's like you're trying to shift yourself because, like what? He had an interview
Dude,
on
I
CBS
heard this
on
man-
George Stephanopoulos talking about possibly running for president.
I heard that's what I was going to say. I heard Stephen A. name thrown out in political
For Democratic president.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So he's piggybacking off of that. Then he was in some controversy because he got one of the lady, I forgot her name. She was on ESPN. She had a show on Series, and her shit got canceled because he's having another show. He took over her shit.
Beetle? Not
Yep.
Mis-
Yeah,
oh,
Michelle
Michelle
Beadle.
Beadle.
Exactly.
They
Her show got
beef.
got canceled, and he's taking her slot. So it's like, nigga, I know you get money, but sit the fuck down. Stick to something.
Now, Charles is saying that comparison is wild. That's like comparing a presidential debate to a fight at the club.
That's true.
And I truly agree
That's true.
with that. Yeah, because I felt like she was kind of downplaying Stephen A. Because I'm like, this man is the face of a network with a $100 million contract, and he puts a lot of people on. I don't really see him in the same vein as these women on the Bravo network doing the Real Housewives. I thought it was a weird comparison.
Right.
Outside of yelling, that's pretty much all they have in common. But besides that, Stephen A. apparently heard what Michelle Obama had to say because he did take time to respond today. And here's what he said.
Mrs. Michelle Obama, I would like to see you have some people on your podcast with dissenting opinions, dare I say. That would be nice. So they could have an opportunity to clap back if you say something. It just would be nice, you know. I mean, I'm just saying. Fourth, Andy Cohen, ain't no shame in being compared to him. That's the face of Bravo. He created all those reality shows. He's a highly, highly successful individual. You understand? Who's beloved by millions of people out there. So for me to be compared to him, there's no shame in that. Okay? That's number 4. Number 5, however, with all seriousness, Michelle Obama, I want to take this opportunity to remind you that while you are revered by me personally, and I truly, truly mean that with the greatest sincerity, I'm still a bit salty at you. When you were campaigning on behalf of the former Vice President Kamala Harris, who I'll get into in a minute, by the way, and you were giving a speech, I believe it was in Detroit, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. It was in the middle of the day. It was carried live. I respectfully disagreed and still remain pretty salty about what you said about us. And I feel even more adamant about what your husband, Barack Obama, said when he talked to those men in Pittsburgh and implied that to not vote for Kamala is because we're engaging in some sort of misogyny. There are issues that matter to every American citizen. And to sort of blackmail us emotionally into trying to compel us to vote one way or another is part of what won Trump the election. Because that side of the aisle was able to look at the left and say, look at what they'll do to win. And y'all talking about him like he's worse. And in a lot of y'all eyes, he is worse. But that didn't make y'all clean. It really, really didn't.
Yeah, so that was Stephen A. capitalizing off the name drop. I thought that was a little excessive reply myself.
Of course, you know, I told you, any type of controversy is going to pump up the ratings. That's
Take
all,
advantage of the time given to you. I'm taking advantage of the time given to me.
And both of them taking, by her mentioning his name and he mentioned her name, it's causing viewership for both podcasts to go up.
I don't know about Michelle's, but
yeah, it would.
Yeah.
It would, because see, now people going to go want to watch the interview at its full length and see what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And from that, she might gain some people that's like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Then again, she might have some people like, nah, you way off. So in other words, it's still boosting both of their podcasts regardless.
Yeah, so I mean, it is a victory, but yeah, I thought personally Stephen A. took it a little far.
Of course, because he trying to clap back in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying? Because she's taking a shot at him and what he does.
And he was all apologetic, kissing her ass before he criticized her. I had to cut all that shit. That's not in the clip. I was like, I don't want to see like. He spent 2 minutes criticizing her and like 4 minutes kissing her ass, telling her how wonderful she was.
Of course, because he didn't want the vitriol clapback that he would have received.
And he wants a chance to talk to her.
Right. And hoping that you know what, real talk, that might open up the doors for somebody featuring somebody on somebody's podcast.
Yeah, I want this chance to either we do a podcast, you know, together. So yeah, I'm not burning that bridge.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, I don't really have too much more to say. I do think, though, with Michelle in this podcast, one thing I have been noticing is her giving an intimate look at Barack and stuff like that. Sometimes it feels like she's taking him down on his pedestal. I sometimes feel like because Barack was a former president, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of his politics, I still feel he is somebody who's kind of a black person we do need to put on a pedestal, at least image-wise. And sometimes when she criticizes him publicly on her podcast, it kind of diminishes that
The image.
You know, sometimes we don't need to know that he's a regular human being. We already kind of know that. You know, he
Keep
shoots
him where
hoops.
he's at.
Yeah,
Keep him where
sometimes
he's
it's
at in
okay to put one or two black men on a pedestal.
And
I don't need to know that he's just like us all the
Well,
time.
you know the reason why she's doing that.
Why?
Because for 8 years she had to bite her tongue. She's
She
one
gotta
of,
bite her tongue for the rest of her life.
she has to really do it in public. So even when people was taking shots at her, that's when she had it saying, when they go low, we go higher. She really wanted to do the opposite. So this podcast allowed her to vent off whatever she had to endure from the time they've been forced into thrust in the spotlight and all the vitriol that she has to take. So she's able to take shots and dig at whoever without losing her grace and within doing it. It's to seem to come off as an angry black woman.
Cool. Well, I guess I see your angle now. All right. Let's go ahead and move on from Michelle Obama. I'm going to move that to the sports, but I wanted to discuss DeAndre Ayton because DeAndre Ayton was in the news. Comments made about him were insinuated, then walked back. But earlier this week, an IG model originally implied that DeAndre Ayton left her in Turks and Caicos because she did not want to sleep with him. That was the original message put out. She tagged DeAndre Ayton's name in the original IG post, kind of implying that DeAndre Ayton's security left me outside in the middle of nowhere in Turks and Caicos because I wouldn't have sex with him. That's what she wrote. However, she decided to walk back her comments. Now she's saying the IG models denies DeAndre Ayton's is involved. And she's claiming that DeAndre Ayton's security is who left her outside of nowhere because she did not want to have sex with him being DeAndre's security, not DeAndre Ayton. And so she's walking back her comments from earlier this week. And
Slander.
yeah, this
Slander.
could have been slander.
But shit, if he sue her, he ain't getting no money off her ass. She ain't got none.
But she came back with some speculation saying my phone was broken and I didn't have a chance to address what really happened. DeAndre has nothing to do with what happened between his security driver and I. But my thing is, you tagged his name in the post.
Right.
Because, and like you said, that brings him into this situation that he has
got
nothing to do with.
Yes. She could have left his name out if he had nothing to do with it.
She's trying to draw attention to herself.
Then she came back with some more babble. You people need to stop with the false rumors and learn how to read. I was never flown out anywhere. I paid for my own flight with my friends. We went to a party, and the people I was in Turks with was part of his group. I never said DeAndre himself did anything. I was talking about the local hired security. DeAndre was with the people I was with. My friends got drunk and left me, so he politely had his security and driver drive me back to where I was staying. As we were driving, his security tried to make advances at me, which I declined. Things got heated, and I was left in the middle of the pitch black street, stranded while intoxicated. Then she said the post was done out of me being in fear for my life. In case anything happened to me, people will know it's the security that was last seen with me. DeAndre has nothing to do with this.
She tagged his name, though.
Exactly. It was his security. DeAndre was not present at any given time. The act was done by the local hired security from the island.
It's clout chasing.
Yes.
It's clout chasing. You know, I want my friends to see that I'm important. I want
friends
people
left her in that situation.
Well, I want people, I want people to see that I'm hanging with
I don't think it was that. You know what I think it was? She originally tried to get DeAndre's name in there and mixed up and shit on his name, but what happened was it backfired on her because I was seeing these comments when women were leaving and they were getting at her. Every single woman I saw was talking shit about this woman. Like, why are you traveling with a man you wouldn't sleep with? You thought this trip was going to be free. You thought you weren't going to have to put no work.
I never understood this. If you get flown somewhere or something like that, and
you giving up that pussy,
you ain't here for sightseeing.
Yeah,
I'm not getting ready to be a tourist. I'm gonna give you a tour to my bedroom. That's
But if you going somewhere where considered bae vacation, that pussy getting popped.
So what she was trying to do was put DeAndre's name in some shit that would be the springboard for people to make her go viral. DeAndre's name would be all in the shit. He would be wrapped up in the shit, and she would get a ton of sympathy from women, is what she thought. When the women turned on her and was leaving them comments in her IG post, that's when she came out and did all this shit. So she was originally trying to put his name into some shit, but when it backfired, that's when she started walking back and doing all this explaining, where you don't need to write paragraphs if you ain't full of shit.
Right. Cloud chasing.
Yes. So, all of this is because she tried to do something. She denied it.
Number one, you knew some bullshit because if you was so drunk that your friends left you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I didn't like all the splaining. My phone was broke. What does that have to do with anything? Why are you telling us your phone is broke? It was fine when you were putting his name in that shit. But, yeah, the phone was working fine when it tagged DeAndre. Now she's writing a whole goddamn novel to walk back her comments. I always tell people, you don't have to do all that explaining and telling how you felt and your emotions in the environment. You could tell people what happened directly in 1 or 2 sentences and people figure shit out. For her to be putting a whole paragraph together, it goes back to that Dave Chappelle joke about how men tell stories different than women tell stories. That's what she was doing, explaining all of her emotions and how she felt. We don't care about none of that shit. We just wanted to know what DeAndre's involvement was or wasn't. And for you to have to keep explaining that he wasn't involved, his name should have never been involved in that shit anyway. So, yeah, I don't know what she was expecting. But, yeah, that's what happens when shit backfires. That's what happens when you go for clout chasing, man. Some of these women be corny as hell when it comes to the clout chasing. They'll imply anything. They'll tag anybody. They'll take a photo at a certain angle just to prove a point. It'd be some crazy shit. But I understand why she did that because I think DeAndre might have pressured her. DeAndre's people, I should say, might have pressured her. But there were some people who were kind of like saying if DeAndre Ayton really did do this before she came out and said that, then he played it smart and wouldn't end up like Shannon Sharpe. Because if a woman refuses to have sex with you, end all contact and conversation immediately.
Discipline.
Yeah, you have to, and I agree.
Discipline.
You have to. If you on a Turks and Caicos trip with a woman, first of all, you should never take a woman on a trip like that you've never had sex with before.
I don't understand, like, why you're, like, if we're going somewhere like that.
If you going out the country.
If we go into these.
You are fucking.
Yeah.
If we're going to these vacation
hell, we going to another state. And I'm spending some money on your ass. We're fucking.
I take a girl to Myrtle Beach, I want some
We're
ass.
fucking.
Like, I don't understand, like, where
you ain't my friend.
Say no. If you ain't, that's just like with dates. I tell people all the time, if you're not sexually attracted to that person,
you waste your time.
Why are you going on a date with them? Yeah, to get to know them, all that, but you need to have some type of physical attraction to that person, or it's a waste of time.
Well, from my understanding, DeAndre did not fly her out, so I don't think
he learning from that P. Diddy shit. Don't fly out, goddamn.
You ain't getting flued out no more.
Nah, niggas
is not flying.
If you got something to lose,
see, y'all fucked yourself up. If us men got something to lose, we ain't flying y'all ass.
About
pay y'all own. Y'all gotta pay y'all own ticket to go. Bay vacations no more that the man had to pay for everything.
Bragging about getting flued out done got y'all.
Look, y'all gotta pay. Y'all gotta pay y'all own way over there. Like, I reimburse you. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't paying for shit.
And unfortunately now women have to be more direct because men can't go off of feelings anymore. Like when Trevor Noah told that story about that girl he was on a date with, he brought her back to her crib and she said, man, I'm so drunk. I had so many drinks.
Gotta go.
Trevor stopped the date immediately,
Gotta
called
go.
her a cab and got her out.
Gotta go.
Yeah, so you can't play with women
Gotta
like that
go.
if you got something to lose. And some women just say little silly shit just to say little silly shit. I know that woman would have probably gave Trevor some ass.
And see that's a part of growth and maturing.
It's not even that. It's just dick discipline.
Yeah, well, when you're younger, you're like, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to score tonight and
I'm
stuff
about
like
to
that.
smash. I'm about to
Now
bust
it's
it
like, we gonna
I'm
go
good.
ahead
You
and
gonna go
end
ahead and
this
send
right
you
now.
home because he be trying to say I got raped, taken advantage of, all that shit.
We'll catch each other later.
Now Charles said it's funny how she didn't tag the company or any of her friends. She just happened to tag the most famous person.
Yeah, of course. It's clout chasing.
Yeah, you can't do that stuff, man. But as men now, if you got something to lose, unfortunately, no means no. The minute a woman says no, whether she's joking, playing,
all right,
I
gotta
can't.
Go. You gotta go.
Gotta go.
Holla.
Yeah, if you make a move and she doesn't reciprocate, I ain't making a second move. I'm gonna do it one time.
You gotta
if it
leave.
upsets you, we ain't tough.
Security, remove her, please.
Yep.
You gotta
go.
Big discipline. That's what it's all about.
That's
now.
a rule though. Any woman that did not accept my advances, I can't talk to you again. That means no matter what happens to me in the
it's a
future,
wrap.
you can't hop in my DMs and I'll respond. Once you've made it explicitly clear, there will be no more contact between us.
The next step is going to be a restraining order in your ass.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, as a man, you can't play with women nowadays. All
And
that
look,
little
and
silly
look,
shit.
I had this conversation with somebody today. Men, I know that we don't think, some of us don't think with emotion. So we're not going to do dumb shit. But there are a few, and women,
There's some niggas that'll do some
I said a few. I said there are a few, and women leads with emotions. They'll do some crash out shit. If a motherfucker act like they gonna do some dumbass shit, call the police. Because if they call the police on you first, you know you're gonna be fucked up, and then you gotta prove your innocence. You know what I'm saying? Over some dumbass shit.
That's why I don't put myself in those situations.
Or you can get a camera. You can get a security camera in your crib and record it. As long as you got the video, you can explain.
That's why I'm very selective in who I take my time up with. Everybody's not worth your time.
I agree.
Everybody's
but
not
sometimes
worth your time.
you don't know who a person is till you date them.
Exactly.
And that's true.
And you definitely don't know until you might smash.
Yeah. I need to see what her booty hole looks like. You don't really know a woman till you see her hands.
Yeah, so I mean, it's some of them is good enough. They get up in there, and you doing everything right, and then you just do something simple like you just fuck her real good, and then she acting weird as hell.
Weird as hell, exactly. Or women, you're dating a representative. You fall in love with the representative, and after she sees you in love, then the representative goes away, and the real her pops out.
Exactly. So I mean, it's not that simple like that. Some are. We can tell the ones that oh no, I ain't fucking with you. But we talk about the ones that's good with it. They are
Some
great.
Women know how to lie. And
they know how to.
shit.
They know how to manipulate shit. You feel what I'm saying?
As a man, you gotta be James Bond. You gotta analyze
007 shit.
Thankfully, I haven't been through that.
Nah, it's every woman. I wish I could sit here and say, "Oh, it's this one type of woman." Just don't.
Because
deal
if that
with
was the
this
case, right, we'll be married.
Yeah. Nah, nigga, you know what I do? I use my Google Calendar. And when a woman tells me something, I write it in the calendar to remember it. Oh, you going to the club with your homegirl? I'm putting it down on Saturday. We going to bring this shit up next month, and I'm going to test your memory.
I ain't got the time for that.
No, that's how you catch them.
I'm not trying to catch them. You will catch yourself up. I don't have the time to be following up with no silly. That's silliness. Why am I going to try to catch you up? I don't got time.
Because you're responsible for this woman, and if she's a liar,
I don't have
and
time for that.
if she turn out to be a crazy ass motherfucker,
It'll come to the light. Then eventually,
by that
I don't have time.
By that time, you done invested time. The time that you say you don't have time for, you have given that.
This is for my safety.
That's craziness.
Hey, man, listen,
not crazy.
It's not crazy. It's a check and balance system because you got some weird ass motherfuckers out
I
here.
could have been engaged and married to a whore.
Right.
And then I'd be up here like, damn, I got to lose half my shit on some Shay. And she would have got my motherfucking $1,500 that I had to my name. And I'd have been left with $1,500, and that just covered 1 month rent, nigga.
You got some women out here that's really good about what they do.
Yeah. And that's the truth, bro. Everybody ain't up front with their shit.
Exactly.
Everybody ain't got 5 years of podcasts so you can sit here and review them and see the shit that I've been through for the past 5 years and see the truth. Women know how to lie.
They know how to manipulate shit.
And it's not that they're great liars. It's just they remain
Stiff.
expecting us to
Right.
keep slipping and
Right.
not pay attention to shit.
Exactly.
They're expecting you to have an ego and be like, "No, man, I bust that ass every night. She ain't going nowhere."
And she's sitting here.
Hell yeah. I don't care how good you dust that ass off. She will run to some other dick because it ain't even about the dick. It's about the attention.
Yep.
I'm like, I can't give you the attention you want because I've already seen your butthole.
I'm not worried about that. That's not even in my realm of thinking.
I'm just too humble to let shit like that slide.
Right.
I can't think for 1 minute
Right.
that this woman really is who she says she is without
Right.
some sort of background research.
Right.
Couple months being around, I got to see how
Right.
she acts when she's angry.
Right.
I got to see how, this is a woman you talking
Right.
about spending the rest of your life with,
Right.
having kids with.
It's some
I need to see
goddamn
how she acts when
investigation
she's
going on.
sad.
Especially depending on if you steady climbing up that income tax bracket. You have to do that.
You have
shit.
to. If she sit here and exaggerate and lie, she gonna do that shit if y'all fall apart.
Right,
You gonna be
exactly.
in the court getting lied on,
Right.
saying, "Oh, he hit me," knowing damn well
Yeah,
you ain't
ain't
never put
touching.
hands
You
on.
probably was defending your goddamn self.
Yeah.
So you got
got
to do.
to size women up. You got it's an unfortunate reality of the time we're in. You can't just take people's word anymore. You've got to do your research on people. And there's too many tools out here. I run background checks on my girls or on any girl I'm in a relationship with. I need to know how badly you gonna fuck my credit up if we get a house together.
Or fuck my freedom up.
Yeah, because I know my shit straight. You know, I don't know what you hiding. And I've dated plenty of women that hid shit. I don't really feel I'm paranoid at all.
Looking for a come up.
Nigga, do you know I'd have 3 kids right now if it weren't for DNA tests? Thank you. That's why I don't trust shit. And I'll be sitting here right now crying about child support.
Like, I'd have been.
None of these niggas look like me.
I'd have been in too many situations that
I gotta give 20. Go ahead.
God, I'd have been in too many situations. I gave a motherfucker benefit of the doubt, and them niggas done backstab me. And I'm sitting here got to fight for some shit that I ain't even do. You feel what I'm saying?
I'd be $2,500 a month if I trusted a chick. Don't tell me shit about what I do.
Word.
Whatever floats y'all boat. Hey, we all go about things differently.
Yeah, Charles said B-Duck, he talking about women anuses, and this is the second week in a row. This is my first week talking about anuses. And the only reason I bring that up is because when you see her anus, you've seen her soul. There is nothing she can say. I have seen every fiber of your body.
Yeah, if you've seen the anus, you've seen everything.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. There's nothing you can
will
physically
agree with
hide
that,
from me.
though. I will agree with that. If you've seen the butthole, you've seen everything.
Yeah, so that's why it's important to see that. That's like saying,
I'm gonna post that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post that tomorrow.
yeah, that's a gem you dropped. In fact, I'm gonna chop it up and you could just share it with your friends.
That's a gem.
Yeah, you've seen her soul.
Seen your soul, damn it.
Not the eyes no more. It's the butthole.
Yeah, it's the butthole.
Seen
You've
your
seen a
butthole.
butthole. You've
I
seen
seen
her
your
soul.
soul.
That's a saying. All right, let's keep it moving because we're gonna go from DeAndre Ayton.
Keep moving.
Let's discuss. Well, first, let's rehash a topic we covered last week that really riled people up. Was discussing Hulk Hogan's death. We got a lot of positive comments agreeing with us. We had some people disagreeing with us. But in addition to that, we did find out some information about Brooke Hogan asking to be removed from her dad, Hulk Hogan's will. And she refuses to see his $25 million fortune. I'm sorry. I don't care how fucked up my dad.
You gonna give me that bread. You gonna give me that bread, motherfucker.
You turned down.
Yeah, you gonna give me that bread, motherfucker.
You know it's going to be a nice. You know it's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
$25 million? Oh, she's coming off she's getting the same payday Shay. Girl.
And you are going to say I'm good.
She's capping.
I don't believe it's cap.
I don't think it is either because
She wouldn't have said that if-
she still has other venues to get money. She's his daughter. She's going to still.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have thought less of Brooke Hogan for getting a part of her dad's will.
I would not. Look, the
I wouldn't
money
either.
ain't do nothing to you,
yeah,
bro.
exactly.
The money ain't do nothing to
You
you,
better take
bro.
that money.
Look, and like he said, I wouldn't have thought nothing less of her if she would have took that money at all.
Yeah, you could have put that in some
actually-
niggas' pockets.
I actually think more of her now, though. If this how she
don't.
going to stand, then look, that's noble as hell. That's noble as hell. You feel that your father was so wrong
So I don't want that motherfucker.
that 25 million,
Fuck
not,
that money.
not 1 million, not 5 million,
Fuck
not
that
10
million,
million,
nigga.
but
Keep your
25
racist
million.
ass shit.
You're just willing to turn your back to.
Yup, fuck that money.
It's
Okay.
stupid, but I
She
have
get money too.
Actually,
she get money too though.
She get not 25 million.
She get money though.
She is. She is.
So it ain't like she fucked up.
Okay, actually, it looks like she put this request in to be taken out her father's will back in 2023.
That's
And-
after he said, "I don't want you fuck with them niggers."
Yeah, I'll give you this money, brother. Brother, because sometimes we say the word.
what the Hulkster's gonna do to you?
Yeah, but my thing is, I kind of have a different perspective now because I was like saying, if you didn't want that money, why are you announcing it? Why not just keep it? But if she made the request 2 years ago,
I think
and
it's
it got
noble
out,
as hell.
That's different.
I think it's noble.
I don't think it's noble at all.
I think it's noble. I do.
The reason I don't think it's noble is because it don't benefit nobody.
That's just 25 million just sitting there.
Shit,
What-
it's gonna go probably to her. Is her? What's the deal with her brother? Didn't he kill
David.
somebody?
David, I think
The Nick Hogan wasn't
Nick. David is the Flair kid. Nick.
Didn't he get locked up?
I think he did, but he was at the SummerSlams tonight for all my wrestling fans, and
I don't know the story.
I believe he was at SummerSlam tonight, but I'm sure, like you said, the money going to get given to somebody. That's 25 million.
Probably going to go to his ex-wife because that's the one who's still in the will. Linda Hogan.
more than likely.
And look, in the
What's up?
server, somebody Zach A. Yo, fuck you, brother.
No, it says yo, fuck you, Buddha.
Buddha? That's that Buddha?
Yes, Buddha.
Fuck you, Buddha. Oh,
No,
man.
I
see
do
that.
not know Zach. Okay.
But nah, I 25 million just sitting out there but like I said, I understand why, because it happened to her.
I mean, really though, is it noble? Because it's not like she's fucked up. She's making money. She got her own avenues to make
to
money.
turn down that type of money,
No.
yes.
She only turned it down because she didn't absolutely need it.
Exactly. She
I do
getting money
think it would've-
herself. If she needed it, she would have took that shit. She getting her own money.
Regardless, you ain't getting 25 million.
I mean, we really don't. We really don't know. I'm
what
sure
does
if we
Brooke-
did.
What does Brooke do?
She did wrestle at one point in time.
She was a singer. She was in TNA. I don't think she was a wrestler. She was in the organization. But what does Brooke do?
I don't know. So it looks like it's saying in March she opened up about being estranged from both of her parents, Hulk and Linda Hogan.
Yeah, she don't
And
deal with neither of them.
She says she was verbally and mentally abused since childhood, which I don't know what that means.
And I think that might have been the icing on the cake with her and her dad with that altercation with them. That was it. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
I'm done with you, and I'm done with your money. It is what it is. I respect her for
I
it.
don't think.
But the money ain't do nothing to you, bro.
Now, it
Money
does
ain't
say
do nothing to you, though.
Brooke will receive some money from a life insurance trust that her father set up with her as the beneficiary.
So you got even more money.
Yeah, she getting money.
You got money on top of money
Right.
owed to you.
Yeah, she ain't turning that shit down. She trying, man, fuck that. She capping.
So she said also what caused the fallout was a series of private phone calls no one will ever hear, know, or understand. She said, my father was confiding in me about issues weighing on his heart, both personal and business. I offered to be a life raft in whatever capacity he needed. I told him he had my support. I begged him to rest, to take care of himself. She said that after her efforts to help him failed, she needed to step away to protect her heart. So
Charles in the chat said the more noble deed would have been take the money and give it to a black organization in spite of her father.
To spite her father.
True.
That's what I was saying.
True.
I was like, you could have gave that money to some brothers, and they could have done something with it. They could have built a new youth center, like goddamn
Wrestling, a new wrestling center for black wrestlers.
Fuck wrestling. Niggas
I mean,
no,
because wrestling's huge. Like you're saying, fuck wrestling, and
Nah,
that's
motherfuckers
where
getting paid in wrestling.
no. What I
that's
was saying, fuck building a wrestling.
and that's where black people kind of need to make strides in is wrestling. Is in that field. You don't have that many black wrestlers that are stars like that.
Yeah, because of the fucking racism in the WWE.
And that's why, since you're saying take the money for a nobler cause and put it into having more black wrestlers, getting more black wrestlers in.
She don't want to do shit associated with her father. I was saying you can build a youth center like goddamn Wakanda did in the end of the movie. Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa. Yeah, you give the kids a new goddamn youth center in Oakland with all types of sports. They can play basketball, football, baseball, and possibly wrestling. Greco-Roman wrestling, the real shit. You know. But yeah, that's what I was going to say do with it. But yeah, you just leaving that money on the table, giving it to your other siblings who probably feel the same way their father did.
Yeah,
You just take that money and give it to somebody. Zach A said, Brooke got that estranged pussy. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on from Brooke Hogan. Let's get into a little bit of sports because that's what a lot of these topics cover.
Luka signed a 3-year extension. Wonderful. Yeah, with them Lakers.
Awesome.
Are they going to win anything?
Hell yeah. We gonna build this team around Luka Doncic. LeBron, this is his last hurrah because they're not going to extend him no more. And yeah, once his money come off the books, by next year we're gonna have a new revamp team because AR he come up for a contract extension, a supermax next year, so he betting on himself this year. Luka got slimmed down. Yeah, that boy look real good. Watch how he be balling out. People look. All you Nico Harrison fans, get off his dick because he showed y'all reason why they got rid of him. Only difference is he came over here to L.A. and we said, hey, look, nigga, you better get in line and get your ass in shape.
I think Dallas the better team than L.A. right now. But
they are. They are right now. But what I'm saying is the whole NBA was like, oh, Nico, he's the worst GM. He got rid of a generational player. He saw something that everybody else was overlooking. This nigga wasn't in shape like everybody else. And them soft tissue problems that he had kept him out of games. So if you coming up for a $350 million contract, you feel what I'm saying? Ownership told him to trade him because they felt like they couldn't get they felt like they couldn't get him in shape like how they wanted to. And mind you, the ownership that bought Dallas from Mark Cuban, they didn't pick Luka. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing that people keep missing. So the trade was made because ownership told Nico Harrison to trade him. Now, once he got to LA, they expected LeBron's wisdom, age would affect him because they like, look, if this nigga 40-something years old, he been in the league twice your time that you've been in the league and he's in better shape than you, that's a problem. And he saw that, he got the fucking message, and you see the new slim down Luka Doncic. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, in addition to that, other NBA news was popping. Marcus Morris Sr. was arrested in Florida.
Man, don't y'all know not to fuck with Florida, man. Florida, Sean Kingston and his mama, and it's a couple of other celebrities, Florida don't be playing with that fraud shit, man.
Especially when you just stealing people money. Like, you taking stuff and not giving them the money for the stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like public arrest records cited he was arrested at the airport. And it looks like he was arrested for insufficient check funds were cited in a fraud investigation against him. And it looks like it's providing more details on the scope in a Las Vegas-centered claim. It looks like Morris is accused of obtaining $115,000 from one casino through bad checks in May of last year, followed by another $150,000 at a different casino the following month.
Just bouncing checks all over Vegas.
Yep. So in addition to that, it appears officials in Nevada are intending to have Marcus Morris extradited, with the money in question allegedly stemming from the casino makers. And a maker is a short-term line of credit. So apparently he had a short line of credit, and he violated writing these bad checks. And it looks like during his court appearance, mentioned there were alleged efforts towards negotiations, which officials quoted as saying that a dismissal process of some sort could be put in motion should the money in dispute be paid. So what that means,
pay them people what you owe them.
Pretty much.
That's all it is. Pay the people what you owe them.
Yes, indeed. So it looks like, yeah, a lot of people don't know what's going on. I know Markeith Morris made a comment saying whatever's going on is a misunderstanding and it's not worth arresting his brother at the airport in front of his family and all those people.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I mean, if you did it, like,
man, listen, you gotta understand the state you live in, man. Y'all know them motherfuckers don't have no problem locking your black ass up, especially if you supposed to be up in that 1%.
If you
tax
pass the
bracket.
bad checks, they go ahead and set your ass up.
Get your ass, man.
And then you talk about for six figures.
Yeah, he got like a Rolls Royce. It was a Rolls Royce and some other shit that he was getting and wasn't paying them people.
They want their money.
I can't be playing around now. Look, they ain't putting lean on shit. They locking y'all asses up.
Yeah, so it looks like Morris's agent spoke out about this. He said, just so everyone understands, there's zero fraud here. Whatever crap outlets have been saying regarding fake checks or whatever the hell, this is due to an outstanding marker with the casino. Apparently, if you have over 1,200, they can issue a warrant for your arrest. Absolute insanity. So they're saying it's a mix-up, and the casino handled it wrong, saying because he owes them this money, they can issue a warrant.
$1,200.
Yeah, all it takes is $1,200 for them to issue you.
But they were saying, I saw something about that he was buying like a Rolls Royce, some other shit.
I seen some stuff on it too. Like it's deeper than that, than what the lawyer saying.
Yeah.
Because they were forced to look into him over so much stuff that had been going on.
Exactly. Now, Charles is saying this may be really steady. Why do so many NBA players have gambling problems?
Because, I mean,
They ain't got nothing
they got nothing else
to
to do. I mean, they done been around, did every damn thing, you know, so you just got money out the ass.
This ain't a new issue. Jordan had issues.
Yeah,
with
Jordan
gambling.
was gambling shit.
Like
You know what it was? Once they implemented drug testing from the 70s, niggas couldn't do cocaine anymore, so they had to get their hits off gambling.
And then you with these other dudes who got money like that, and y'all killing time, flying from city to city and stuff like that.
No
like,
choice, but they
the
just
dice game.
Yeah.
It's going to be high price.
Yeah, high-end
And
dice
guns
game.
may come out.
Look, niggas, instead of we doing dollars, niggas doing $100
Look, and
bills.
we could go through a laundry list of NBA players in gambling: Allen Iverson, Anton Walker, Charles Barkley. Like the list goes on.
Oh, yeah. There's tons of NBA. That's all they do is gamble.
Yeah.
Antoine Walker gambled on defense a lot. That nigga played no defense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen with this fallout, but I mean, this is happening after Malik Beasley, after who else was it?
Shit, name him.
Your boy Jonte Porter.
Yep.
Somebody else. Who else was it they named? Old boy from Rozier. Terry Rozier. I don't know if he is guilty or not,
No,
but
he's
his
not.
name has
He
been
got
popping
clipped.
up. So there have been quite a few NBA players lately who have been having their names in the headline for gambling. So, yeah, something is going here.
That's what they do. That's what Gilbert does. That's what they do.
Exactly. So I'm really curious to know what is going on with this gambling. And it's not that it's new, and it's not that I'm surprised. I just want to know what the media attention is. It just seems like it just basically seems like there's more media attention, there's more exposure going on. But I don't really think there's an uptick in terms of like players gambling more. I just think it's more accessible. People hit Jordans.
I think it's normal. I think that's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. They got look, man.
Normal.
They got money. They ain't got money. They ain't got nothing else to do, man. Bills paid. They can get any fucking thing they want. It's like shit. I can blow $10,000 like it ain't shit.
Yeah,
got contracts and getting over $200 million. Then other ways you get money coming in, whether it's advertising or sporting brands and shit like that. So they got different channels of money coming in.
This goes back to you probably betting in high school. This just cycled all the way through, and now you got real money to gamble with and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So this is getting crazy. I definitely think whatever is going on, these NBA players need to be a little bit more. I don't know what to say. Move in silence.
What can you say? Hell, the league is they in arms with gambling. So what can you say? Shit. I mean, how can you tell me about gambling when nigga you making money off of gambling?
Yeah,
nothing to say.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens and how this plays out. I'm not sure what's going on with the gambling, but players are getting arrested left and right. Sha'Carri was arrested.
Yeah.
Yes, I was hearing about this. Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested.
In the airport.
Yeah, she was arrested for allegedly assaulting her boyfriend. So she was arrested Sunday for allegedly assaulting her boyfriend at the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. She was charged with 4th-degree domestic violence. And she was booked in the South Correctional Entity in Des Moines, Washington.
They say she pushed him up against the wall a couple of times and threw her headphones at him.
She was doing way too much. The officers reviewed the footage of an altercation between her and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is sprinter Christian Coleman. He obviously couldn't run fast enough from her. She allegedly yanked away his backpack, then shoved him into a wall when he tried to walk around her. Sha'Carri also appeared to throw an item
in
at
the
her.
airport.
In
the airport of all places.
Now you see why she has to smoke weed.
In the airport, you want to act out.
And this dude, she was told Coleman did not want to participate any further in the investigation and declined to be a victim.
Right, because once again, he's doing a noble thing. He knows it's a temporary feeling, so he's not trying to get her locked up because 9 times out of 10, you won't gonna end up getting her ass out. You feel what I'm saying? So why I'm gonna sit here and get you arrested when I'm most likely gonna have to get your ass out?
And he ain't trying to get into none of that drama.
Right.
He know we in the airport.
But see, the crazy part about it. But the crazy part about it is though, it just goes to show she didn't give a fuck about none of that.
She ain't care about being in the airport.
She ain't care about none of that shit. She ain't care about who seen that shit.
And she thought like you in the airport.
She ain't give a damn about none of that shit.
That is a dummy move right there on her.
You're in the airport, the one place where you don't really do nothing.
But see, this is you talking about, I ain't got to check her, man. I mean, I ain't got to talk. Nigga, you got to check these. You got to check these crazy ass chicks.
Nah, if he checked her, he'd
not checking her. But what I'm saying, check her background and shit like that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, but this
I thought she was fucking with a chick. I thought she was fucking with a chick.
I thought she was with women.
I thought she was with a woman.
Changes all that now, don't it?
Yeah.
And see, look, and then now, if it was me, I ain't dealing with her no more because you don't know how to act in the airport.
Right, nigga.
The airport of all places.
You acting hood, nigga. Like, what the hell? Shit supposed to be closed behind
Yeah, you got to vet them. Remember that, Branson.
You gotta vet these motherfuckers.
Yeah, Branson fuck with anybody. Now you on the no-fly list.
I don't fuck with anybody, but the airport, though, you can't, like, the airport, all this security and stuff, that's all that's at the airport.
Cameras and millions of phones.
That's all that's at the airport is police officers and security. That's it. That's all that's at the airport.
Yeah, and you can't restrain yourself long enough
to get to the hotel.
This goes back.
That's crazy. That's
to my feelings about bisexual women. Watch it. I have no issue with bisexual women. It's just I can't date y'all. This is the type of shit I dealt with. I was never in a violent relationship, but you know, I've seen a lot of dysfunction come when I tried dating bisexual women.
It's like she didn't think nobody saw her pushing this.
I'm sure she did.
I don't get it. She didn't care. She didn't care. She knew that people saw her. She just didn't care.
Charles said he's praying for him because I know he's getting his ass whipped behind clothes. He might be.
Probably.
I can't put that past.
If she gonna do that in the airport, she'll do it anywhere.
She's crazy and
She'll
behind
do it
closed
anywhere.
door.
Yes, she is. Yes, she will. Yes, she will.
Yeah, so I definitely see him. I hope he leaves, because if you're in a violent relationship and she's doing that in the airport, I agree with Charles. Yo, Zach A in the chat, stop cussing at other people, especially Charles, because he comes to check us out each and every week. Please don't be cursing at folks in the chat. We cool. Yeah, but I definitely disagree with how she handles shit. And if I was her boyfriend, I would definitely think about this situation, especially if you're a sprinter and you got something to lose, because this violence happens once. It's going to happen again.
All right.
I don't even know where she could take it if she's doing it in the airport. She clearly don't care.
In the airport.
And that's sad, too, because, Shakari, we always root for you.
We do.
Don't be a villain over some crazy shit.
Right.
Do you think she may have anger issues?
I'm sure
Probably
she
she
does.
do.
Yeah, get some help for those anger issues. Don't go out and be a villain. People are rooting for you. Yeah, we got to turn. We'll give you a pass like we did with Chris Brown, but that shit can't keep happening. Don't be throwing chairs out of the Good Morning America.
Going the Beats by Dre at your boyfriend and stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's not do that, Shakari. You have a good reputation. People fought for you after all that crazy shit at the Olympics. Just get it together. If you need anger management treatment, please get that shit. They don't need to make villains out of more Olympic sprinters. So, yeah, let's keep it moving, because what I did want to talk about that I wanted to talk about previously was Dion. Dion, of course, we found out this week, beat bladder cancer.
Congratulations.
That's the reason why he was out doing spring.
Congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to Dion, man, because I know cancer is a serious thing. Cancer be taking out a lot of my relatives, so I'm always glad to hear when folks beat cancer. But yeah, it appears that was the major health scare Dion was dealing with this year. He was diagnosed with it, it looks like, in the spring of 2025, but the doctors announced on July 28th that he's cured. Yeah, they had a press conference.
Had his bladder removed and have inserted another artificial one.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's scary too, not having a bladder. This man is just losing body parts. 2 toes and a bladder. Yeah, so it looks like it was performed robotic bladder cancer surgery. So
his sons didn't even know about it.
Yeah, he kept it from everybody.
Didn't want to distract them while they on their paths.
Yeah.
And that's understandable.
That's what a father does.
Understandable.
He said, "Y'all don't worry about me. I'll be fine." So anyway, the recovery and the side effects are not surgery. They said, or from the surgery are not easy. They're saying there's going to be a long road to recovery. I don't know. Is Dion going to be out in time to coach?
He said he's going to be out. He's going to be ready to go.
For the first game?
Yeah, he's going to be ready to go.
Do you want him out there on the first game?
Yes.
He's going to want to go.
Yeah,
I mean, I know he wants to.
Especially if you at home. Yeah, I want Prom on the sideline because he's Colorado. He's Colorado.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's the Buffaloes. That's why all the attention went to Colorado. Nothing, Shador and them, but now Dion is Colorado.
Yeah. So now what they're saying is they found out in the spring because he went for a routine annual scan, and Dion faced year-long ordeals with blood clots and chronic vascular disease that was the cause why they forced to amputate 2 of his toes. So I guess they scanned him for that, and they saw the cancer. So luckily, I guess they caught it while it was still treatable, and they removed the tumor, I guess, in the bladder along with it. So luckily, they were able to catch this. Dion is saying, "Man, everybody, go get yourselves checked out." I agree with him. 100%. I think I have my appointments next month. Get sure.
I got mine.
Nigga, I'm happy. I read it up on insurance. I got new insurance that's actually good. I'm ready to get scanned and checked out and all that shit.
Especially black men. Black men definitely need to be going to the doctors. Nothing wrong with going to the doctor. He'll keep you alive a lot longer.
Yeah, but he said he had to learn to walk again and he had to use a catheter. So, I wince every time I hear that.
Catheter, yeah.
Anything that has to do with
Help
something
you,
going in your stomach or your throat, I wince. So, yeah, part of me. But in addition to that, they were talking about Dion and Carucci. I was surprised at that relationship myself. They saw Carucci there in the hospital rooting for Dion in his YouTube video, For Your Glory, which was produced by his son, Deion Sanders Jr. Yeah, and they had Carucci in there crying. Everybody was like, damn, I didn't know Dion was with Carucci. He's 57, she's 37. Is this another Shay thing?
Nah.
I don't know, just for the fact that she was in the hospital. Most girls won't visit you when you're in the hospital.
And I think it's dope.
Yeah.
I think it's dope.
Shout out Boogeyman, Super Chat. We appreciate the love,
We
man.
appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but it looks like, will Dion and Tran Carucci go official anytime soon? No, absolutely not. In fact, I saw a clip the other day of somebody asking Dion, what's going on with you and Carucci? And he said, oh, we got some static. I'm about to lose my connection. Y'all have a good rest of your day. And then he cut the camera off.
Look, because he getting ready to get dialed in for football season.
Right.
That's a distraction.
No,
Yeah.
We
distraction.
ain't dealing with no distractions. Football season starts in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like, we get ready to get the team ready.
I'm excited. I'm trying to get
super excited.
I have to get excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Super excited.
But before we get into the NFL, I did want to address the WNBA because there's been some controversial happenings this whole week. From old girl losing her wig on the court, running back, to 2 green adult toys being thrown on the court. I've been seeing a very wild weekend in the WNBA.
Brittany Griner got ejected.
Who got ejected?
Brittany Griner got ejected for
What'd she get ejected for?
bumping the referee because she was arguing against the call and shit. And she bumped the referee and they
That's
ejected her.
And
that's
a green dildo fell out of her pocket.
That's sports. The green dildo is not sports. That's just disrespectful.
Right.
To me, that's just super disrespectful to the women who play that game and stuff like that. That's crazy.
Did they ever say who did it?
They stopped the game for a little bit. They supposed to been doing
all them cameras, I know they know who did it.
They know who did it.
They know who did it. All them cameras in there, but that's just disrespectful.
Yeah, so it's happened once, and it happened again this week. A fan or several decided to toss a green adult toy between the Golden State Valkyries and the Chicago Sky. So that's when the second one was thrown in the third quarter of the game, and officials paused the game so the venue staff could remove it.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
It is stupid.
It's funny because they all grab a towel and pick it up. They don't want to touch it with their bare hands.
You got to think. Now, there's kids at these games.
Yeah.
There's little girls at these games. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid and it's disrespectful. And that's the only way I can sum it up.
Yeah. Some people are saying this is going to turn into a WNBA ritual, like throwing the octopus on the ice at a Red Wings game. Nah,
God,
that's
I hope
kinda
not.
cold.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, they said soon Vegas will be taking prop bets on if a green dildo will show up at the game. And then somebody else said, I'm starting to think no one respects women's basketball.
That's what it's just a lack of respect to the women's game. That's all it is.
And then somebody said literally the only thing entertaining about these games is what the people are throwing on the court.
Well, they actually a troller because if they was actually watching the game, it's actually some good games.
I mean, I try to watch WNBA games, and sometimes they are interesting. I ain't gonna sit here and
If
hate
it's
on them.
not for you, then it's just not for you. But don't take away from the people who are enjoying it by doing stupid stuff.
Yeah,
Like
and Sophie Cunningham said, "Please stop throwing dildos on the court. You're gonna hurt one of us." It's not funny, but I guess it's the way it's implied.
Right.
But it's like throwing sex toys is protected by the First Amendment. If you hate America and the Constitution, I recommend leaving, one person replied. Yeah, this is kind of getting weird. Let's be honest. This ain't brothers and us doing this shit.
Nah, that's definitely white people who did that. We
Yeah.
ain't doing that.
Yeah, but that's kind of embarrassing.
It's
But-
corny and it is
and
embarrassing.
it's corny. Nah, I'm gonna say the first time it happened, it was funny. But yeah, if they keep doing it, it kills the joke. Sometimes a joke doesn't work when it's a running joke. you know? Yeah. And another issue I wanted to bring up was Kalia Copper losing her wig during a game.
Yeah.
That kind of pissed me off. Just because why are you wearing a wig when you're hooping? This is I get the WNBA is about image and shit, but I also feel like things like that get in the way of you hooping. So why, nobody's expecting you to be glamorous and hoop.
Right.
So I don't
expect
understand.
you to be fine and hooping.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting you not to look your best. You should be focused on the game.
It's like some women are just naturally fine. Right. They're just fine. It just is what it is. Everybody isn't graced like that. So, they want to at least look their best. I ain't tripping. I heard that somebody got ejected over that, though.
Yeah, so apparently a fan got ejected for laughing at her, which to me also added on top of it is making it more pathetic. But my thing is this. Before I want to know what the fan said, because nobody's ever brought up. It's been over a week now, and nobody has brought up what the fan said. So in order for me to judge, I would really have to know what the fans said. But I do think if they were just clowning her about what happened, I do think that's weak sauce. But until I know what exactly the fan said.
To kick somebody out.
Yeah, I can't sit here and say, she's wrong or right, because I literally don't know what. I thought one time Russell Westbrook was wrong for kicking a fan out until I found out what he was kicking him over.
What the fan
and I said, okay, this ain't as what I thought it would be. So I'm at a point now where before I judge and say, oh, she's soft, I really need to know what was said in order. But, if it was some weak sauce, I will say, yeah, she's being overly sensitive and that shit is weak. But
she didn't hear because she was gone. She had
so somebody else kicked her out on behalf of what happened then. So it wasn't like old girl who lost her wig was the issue or was offended.
Somebody else heard what the fans or what the person said.
Yeah, so now you acting on behalf of her, which makes it kind of weak in my opinion, but I still need to know what that fan said. Because, I until I know what that fan said, I can't really be in a position to say she's wrong or right. It's really just all dependent on what that fan is talking about. So, but I do wish she didn't play in a wig because,
as the guy who watches all sports, this was not a good week for the WNBA.
It wasn't a good week at all.
It wasn't.
Yeah, so I hope the WNBA gets better. But, I mean, really, only one incident was really on the players. So I can only go
no doubt. But I was just saying, as in for the overall gist of the league, it was not a good week for the WNBA.
Yeah, it was not a good week at all. But I hope it's a better week. Were there any good games on, Hassan, that we missed?
New York Liberty, they had played the finals rematch between the Minnesota Lynx and Nafisa, your early candidate for most valuable player this year, balled out and they beat him. Of course, Breanna Stewart was hurt because she had a bruised knee. Jaquel Jones came back from her 6-week ankle injury and everything, and Sabrina Ionescu's tried to bring him back. Got close within 4, but Nafisa and crew held it down, and they got their rematch win against the defending champs and everything. So right now, that was a good game. And then Paige Buckner, her and Dallas and them, they was balling against Phoenix this week. She had a good game. They ended up losing. No, I'm sorry, they was playing the Atlantic Dream. That's where that's the game that Brittany Griner got ejected over a call that she disagreed with the referee and ended up bumping into her and got ejected. Paige Buckner balled out, of course, and that's your MVP. Rookie of the Year candidate. But they ended up losing.
Is there any competition with Paige?
What you mean competition?
In terms of Rookie of the Year, is it like she the clear cut
She's just
favorite?
a runaway for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, she's runaway as of right now because she's a guard and she has a ball in her hand.
I guess once you eclipse some of those records,
yeah,
you're definitely a runaway.
And then on top of that, last night you had double overtime. LA Sparks, they end up beating, I think it was Chicago, I was mistaken. They won last night, like 106, 104. So, yeah, it was some good games this week in the WNBA.
Okay. Did you hear about the Connecticut Sun?
Yeah, the
moving?
Boston.
Connecticut Suns are moving to Boston.
Yeah, so
they're going to be the Boston Suns.
Yep, in 2026.
That'd have been better if they went to New York and be called the New York Sun. Yeah, that'd have been cool. But hey, I don't know what that means because I really don't follow the Connecticut Sun.
Well, what it means is
Yes.
they see the trajectory of women's basketball getting popular, and now they're jumping in on it. You know, these big market NBA teams are investing into these sister teams, WNBA, because they're seeing the trend. Look, the Valkyrie, San Francisco Valkyrie, they sold when they was first bought in the league, $53 million. You know how much they cost now?
How much?
$503 million
Damn.
in a short period of time. So, and within the next 3 years, you got 3 new teams coming in. So the WNBA trajectory is looking real good. That's why the CBA talks is at where they is at now. They want some type of players, want some type of player sharing revenue. They want some guaranteed contracts because the average contract right now for a rookie is like $71,000. But if you are like, excuse me, Caitlin Clark and crew who came out 2 years ago, and now your NIL deal is more than your rookie contract in the WNBA because a lot of these girls are coming in as millionaires. So, you know, if they coming in as millionaires, but you get to the big league and your NIL deal is more than your contract, your NIL deal is more than your contract, your whole entire rookie deal. You feel what I'm saying? So now the CBA talks, they are talking about revenue share, also raising the salary and more guaranteed contracts, which I feel like they will get done sooner than later.
Awesome. Cool. Well, one thing I wanted to move on to, of course, NFL. Because didn't preseason pop yesterday? Yeah. I completely missed
the Chargers.
What happened?
Beat the brakes off them.
Chargers. What was do you know the score?
Was it 23-7? Chargers beat them like they stole something.
Okay. I completely forgot that preseason started yesterday.
34-7.
I ain't even gonna lie, this week kicked my ass. By the time Friday night got here, man, I was ready to sleep.
Preseason football, it gets me excited, but it don't really do nothing for me because they're not paying for nothing. I'm just praying that nobody get hurt. That's all I pray.
That's
I just pray nobody get hurt.
Cowboys, we done lost
Here we go.
3 down offensive linemen.
Tough.
Knees out 4
Tough.
to 6 weeks.
This is tough.
But they'll be right. They'll be ready to go.
They better be, or you're going to be singing that first Thursday.
Did you see that 60-yard touchdown from Dak to damn Pickett? Yeah,
When? In preseason, and we're not really.
No, I was just saying.
Really playing hard.
No, we're not. What you mean?
And that's
we just getting this framework what we're gonna do to that ass in game 1. That's all, you know. But it's all good. Yeah.
Is it?
He was just crying about they losing an offensive lineman and stuff. Now what
I
they're
did
going to do
because by the time the season start, he'll be ready to go. It's like 2 of them. Only one of them won't because he out for 2 months. He had a broken neck.
Okay, I got a question. Then we're going to jump into the NFL. Heavy. Is Dak top 5 in the NFC?
Top 5.
Top 5 quarterback.
It's only 14.
I said the NFC.
NFC.
I didn't say the NFC East. I said the NFC total.
I'm not putting him above
quarterback in the NFC?
Definitely not above Jaden.
He's not above Jalen.
Yeah, so that's 2 people he's not above.
All right.
He's not above Goff.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's definitely not above.
He's not
Goff.
above Stafford.
Why he not above golf?
The Lions? Boy, they blew the doors off y'all. Did you see the game? They beat the hell out of y'all. Did you see that
Why
game?
he not above Stafford?
Stafford got a ring.
Okay. So all right. So Stafford,
Goff.
Hurts.
And,
I can go back and forth with the golf thing, but all right.
okay, then I could. Now this is the Love.
Hell yeah, nigga. Y'all not disrespecting my dog like
I
that.
mean, Jordan Love beat the brakes off y'all the last time y'all played.
it's a team sport. So
okay.
I mean, what the hell? Defense,
I was just throwing Jordan Love name out.
He's
there.
not better than Dak. No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Baker.
Hell yeah.
They love
He
throwing
beat
Baker out there.
He beat Baker. What?
I thought you said it was a team sport. You
It
just
is.
said it
It is.
a minute ago.
But okay, he better than Baker.
Okay, let me think of who else is in the NFC.
The Bears. He better than.
Can't
Oh,
look.
okay. You talking about my man out in San Francisco?
Purdy.
He better than Purdy. Purdy is a system quarterback, and he has weapons around him. Yes, he does. Like your boy. That's why they don't say. That's why they say Hurts is not. He's not considered a elite quarterback because he doesn't have to do too much.
That's cool.
Interesting. Well, I wanted to discuss the Hall of Fame because I know we mentioned earlier Sterling Sharpe, but we wanted to give shout-outs to the other 3 people who were enshrined, making it a total of 4 Hall of Fame inductees. Jared Allen.
Yep.
Jared Allen was inducted today into the Hall of Fame.
That's old Vikings DN.
Isn't that Vikings?
Yep, Vikings DN.
Yeah. So in addition to Jared Allen, we already mentioned Sterling Sharpe, but there was Eric Allen.
Go Birds.
Yes, go
Birds.
What was his position?
Cornerback.
Okay, I'm trying to remember Eric Allen.
Yeah, he had like green eyes and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what you remember about him?
I mean, the nigga. I mean, that's
he
was a distinctive look on that nigga. What the fuck?
Okay. And the 4th and final, of course, I know Antonio Gates. Yes.
He never won nothing though.
You don't have to win nothing to be great in football.
No, but I'm just
It
saying,
reminds you,
as
he was
great as
he was a
Antonio
basketball
Gates
player.
was,
He was a basketball player that turned into a football player.
I was just saying, as great as he was, he ain't with
Was
nothing.
it the right decision, though?
He stayed with the Chargers his whole career.
Yeah, he stayed with one team.
Him and
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
That's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Shout out
Him
Phillip
and
Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
North Carolina State song.
NC State Wolfpack.
Shout out Phillip Rivers.
Shout out to those that made it to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I don't really have nothing negative to say about him.
They all deserve to go.
Antonio, he was one
Antonio definitely
he was one
deserves
of my
to go.
favorite tight ends to watch. But yeah, shout out to all 4 of them. I just wanted to give them that shout out. But what's the deal with Christian Wilkins? Because I heard he.
Oh Lord! So outside of him, they're trying to frame it that he did not take his rehab seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But reports is saying that he kissed a teammate on top of the head, on the forehead, and teammate felt that was disrespectful and wasn't playing that shit. Mind you, if people want to do some damn background check, if you go back to when they won a championship in Clemson, when he stuck his hand in one of his teammates' butthole and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So.
Oh, that's the same. I've seen that clip. I didn't know that was Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, that's the same guy when they.
That's what they're developing in Clemson.
When he was at Clemson, he put his finger.
Deshaun Watson and them type of guys.
Oh, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So now they're called clinching.
Yes, boo the Tigers. That's what they're doing in Clemson.
It's a Gamecock.
I didn't know
that's
that.
A Gamecock fan.
Okay, I had been seeing that clip. I didn't know this was the same guy.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
So he was checking for oil in that football
exactly.
clip.
He did that split.
And now he's kissing niggas on the forehead. So okay,
But
I didn't know that.
But like what you call it said though, like that's just you've done. They're over.
He's a habitual line
They're
stepper.
over you. Like it's more than the kissing the dude on the top of the head.
Yeah.
It's all.
But then to revoke your contract,
you've been
doing
fucking
some
up.
fuck shit.
Yeah, let's be honest, man.
Yeah.
In the game when niggas slap your ass, this is a little out of character.
Because he's a good player. He's a really good player. So you have to overstep the line for them to be like, you know what, we're done with you.
He was like, I'm a good player, but are you good, player? That's how he was.
And it's even crazy because he hasn't been there long. He just signed that contract last
And they
year.
took it right back.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
But
they filing a grievance on that. He gonna get that money.
I heard he was re-signing with Minnesota. Or signing with Minnesota, not
Possibly.
re-signing. I saw an article. I didn't know the truth or validity.
I didn't heard. I didn't see the truth behind it yet.
So I don't know, but I
It's
do
so
know the Cowboys are going to be a little bit lighter on the defense.
I know he not.
Micah Parsons wants out.
Yeah, we heard. Yep.
He's demanding a trade.
Yep.
And where is he gonna go?
Nowhere.
Cowboy fan.
Nowhere. He gonna be the highest non-quarterback player in the league.
Y'all ain't gonna have no money.
What you mean? Hey, this was
Look, what you mean? What I mean?
No,
you know what I mean.
We got money. Well, I don't have money. Jared got money.
Okay,
This is why.
That's why they inserted the
this is how we don't got money when we the most expensive.
That's why they put the salary cap in.
Why? How was that when we the most expensive team?
Go ahead and sign Micah.
Huh?
Go ahead and sign Micah. Y'all won't get nobody else.
They're going. Listen, he does that with all his star players. He did it with Dak 2 times. He did it with CD. He gonna do it with Micah. He gonna drag. This is how the Cowboys steals headlines.
Nobody's ever said that I don't want to be here anymore.
Who?
Nobody's ever said that. That's what
Micah. No, Mike. Listen,
said.
I don't care what he said. Micah in his feelings because he felt like that he was above the fray. He felt like Jared wasn't going to do him like he did Dak and CD, and he's finding out he's doing the same thing to you. He's going to drag this shit out. He's going to sign him the day before or the day of the league. We played Philly. He's going to be the highest paid non-quarterback player position in the league. It's going to happen.
And if he doesn't,
he's going to. No. Let me tell you why he's going. It's historic. History. Jared take care of all any player that he draft and they outplay their contract, he's going to pay him. This is a way that he makes money on the back end. He still headlines from all the other teams. Nobody's talking about nobody else but Dallas and Michael Parsons and his contract.
No, we're talking about whatchamacallit.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, the algorithm is talking about Dallas and Michael Parsons.
Boy, if Micah leave, y'all gonna be crying.
Micah ain't going nowhere. He can't go nowhere. He doesn't
crying.
control. Listen, he doesn't control his rights to go nowhere. He don't, and he going and watch what I say, man.
Okay,
that contract gonna be signed the day before, or the day of game 1 when we play y'all ass. And when he get that money, watch how he light Jalen Hurts ass up.
And he
watch how he lights Jalen. He gonna have 2 sacks the first game.
Money, he regrets.
First game, he gonna have 2 sacks, nigga.
Y'all still gonna lose,
and we gonna win.
Y'all still gonna lose.
The score gonna be 27-20.
I don't understand why y'all got all this confidence.
27-20.
Before you're like Dak back, but before Dak got hurt last year, y'all were 3-5.
27-20.
Y'all were trash.
27-20.
Okay.
First game, 27-20.
Have you come up with what I'm going to do? Because you're going to sing Fly Eagles Fly after we beat y'all. you ain't came up with none yet? Okay.
You probably had to wear a Cowboys jersey.
Okay. Well, in addition to that,
he sounds sad. He sounds sadder.
Who?
Him. Go ahead.
They don't even know why I'm sad. Well, yeah, my squad is having some issues. Terry McLaurin
he want to get
traded. A trade.
He ain't going nowhere neither.
Yeah, I don't really think
$33 million is a lot of money.
Is that?
Yeah, but if you get,
that's what he's asking for, $33 a year.
Shit, that ain't nothing compared to what other wide receivers are getting. Nothing.
He's 30.
So what? He's been productive.
They say nobody's over 30 has ever gotten a contract that big, but I'm sure they'll figure out. I think they're going to keep both Micah in Dallas and
Terry ain't going nowhere. Scary Terry ain't going nowhere.
You can't risk at the beginning of the season.
The chemistry.
The whole season be gone.
Look, Dallas and Washington is battling, stealing headlines from everybody else, sucking up all the vacuum of preseason football. They sucking it up. You got contract disputes, and with the team's prospective star players.
Yeah, so I mean, I personally think McLaurin is going to stay, and we're still going to have a squad of wide receivers, including Deebo Samuels, dominating, running shit.
I don't know about all that, but okay.
Yeah,
I do that in Dallas. Ain't doing that in Philly.
Damn lie, shit. Especially if we get that running game figured out. Y'all boys are hurt.
Figured out.
I said, especially if we get it figured out.
Y'all ain't.
Okay.
Yeah, so McLaurin wants a new contract. I think they should give it to him, see what happens with the second season with Jaden Daniels and him together. I'm expecting great things.
They're going to give him a 3-year extension.
I'm expecting very great things. So
I think y'all had a fluky year last year. But
no,
we'll
that
see.
wasn't a fluke.
Look, after that game with the Bears, that Hail Mary, that fluky win. Yeah, y'all got a couple more fluky wins after that. But we'll see how y'all do this year. There's more tape on Jaden. There's more tape on Jaden this year. So DCs are going to know what they're dealing with. We'll see.
I have faith in my squad.
CJ Stroud went through a slump. We'll see.
Okay. There was actually one topic that's not sports related that I forgot to mention that I just mentioned now, and it was from earlier in this week with Ari Lennox discussing Martin, because I thought her take was so way off.
It's so off.
Okay, so for those that don't know, Ari Lennox was discussing the show Martin from the 90s. She said the thing that pissed me off about Martin was how much he was going in on Pam. She added that Pam was effing beautiful and so fine, but growing up as a dark-skinned girl, she felt those jokes made it hard to fully appreciate her. And I felt her take was wrong because
she's straight up capping.
First and foremost, there were no colorist jokes aimed at
No,
Pam. The only colorist jokes were at Gina's expense, who was called Mellow Yellow, Red Bone, Light Bright. So she's literally the only character on the cast that had jokes made about her skin, and she's the only light-skinned member. All the members of the cast were dark-skinned besides her. So I did think Ari Lennox was trying to make...
He never made no joke
about the skin tone.
No colorism at all.
Yeah. So, and I also feel like she's wrong just for trying to look at a 1990s TV show through the eyes of a 2020 baby. There's a whole lot of shows you would watch if you were 2020, 2010 that would just literally offend you. I thought she was just making shit about her, looking for something that wasn't even really there. And I think she was doing it just for attention.
She triggered herself.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's what she did. She triggered herself. It wasn't nothing that was happening on the Martin show. And I'm not the biggest Martin fan, but I do remember the jokes they were having. And I never remember him saying anything about Pam's complexion.
And besides,
ever.
Pam was going just as hard on his ass, if not harder.
And to that, I said, well, if she wants to play that game, what about all the short men that might have got offended and triggered at the jokes Pam gave to Martin? So
true.
I thought it was I thought it was just a bullshit take.
But it's okay when women can, joke on men's height and stuff like that.
I think Ari is just something is off with her mentally because this isn't the first time something random like this triggered.
But you hit it right on the head. It's younger kids' perspectives on shows that we grew up on that they weren't even here for.
Yeah.
That's just like their musical take. They'll be like, well, Jay-Z was never hot. He never had a year. How do you know you weren't here?
I tell people you had to be there to understand.
You were 4.
Right.
you didn't know what was going on. Like
that nigga had at least 10 summers.
Like if he didn't have he was a part of the year.
He had a theme every summer.
He was in play with the year. If he wasn't the year, he was in play in the year.
Yeah, so I definitely think her takes are wrong. I do think people nowadays who want to look at stuff previously actually talk to the people who were alive and going through it so you can get an idea of the magnitude of shit.
And that's the perspective what's going on. And that's the disconnect between a lot of YNs because they don't feel like what happened in our generation, it's like, oh, it's too harsh. Nigga, that's what made us who we are. Yeah. And if you study and you go through that, a lot of y'all niggas is soft out here. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't have made it through our generation. You know what I'm saying? It's too much PC going on right now. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody ain't gonna like
get
everybody.
Hurt too easy. You always like
you gotta get a participation award, motherfucker. Either you won or you did. You gotta understand and feel the feel the defeat. Know what it feels like, and you know you want to win. Know what it takes to win. Everybody's not winners. Mm-hmm. Everybody's not the same. We are different. Some win, some lose. Some are smart, some are not.
Yeah, I fully agree. So I just wanted to cover that because that had been on my mind all week, and I completely forgot about it until a few minutes ago. But hey, one last topic. I saw your boy Tank Davis is retiring from professional boxing. Is that real?
I don't know because number one, He can't keep his hands off his damn women. That's one thing. Nigga,
Not laughing because
because nigga, he need to sign that. He need to sign that contract and fight that nigga that he got that draw with. That's what he need to do. Stop playing.
My boy,
I forgot his name.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, but the one
they just fought.
They just fought. Yeah,
and it would. You
I think old boy. I think old boy beat him, but
gave the fight to the other
right.
guy,
He don't want to get him to fight. He don't want to sign that
say
contract.
was it Roach?
Roach. It was Roach.
Lamont Roach.
Yeah, like, fight him again.
Sign that motherfucking contract and get Lamont Roach that rematch.
Because
nigga.
we know there's money there.
Hell yeah,
you're walking away from
Hell
money.
yeah, it's money. He can't keep his hands off his damn women. That's what he can't keep his hands off. And that little nigga there got short man syndrome.
Need therapy.
He needs some therapy. He look like he angry. I heard them B-boy niggas, them Baltimore niggas, they some weird ass niggas.
Oh yeah, Baltimore niggas.
Baltimore
you don't
niggas
want to fuck with no Baltimore.
They are
niggas.
different.
Yeah, they'll beat your ass with a crab cake, nigga. Yeah.
They're different.
I don't take that serious.
Shout out to all my B-more boys though. I got a couple of boys up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, well that's all I got. Y'all got any topics y'all want to cover?
I just want to ask.
Okay.
We're 2 weeks into it. Where do you sit on the Clips and the
Still the best.
Freddie
and the Freddie Gibbs
I'm
album?
waiting on that.
I'm listening. I was listening to Freddie Gibbs, and it's so far his music is like you just ride and chill.
Yeah. So you're giving Freddie Gibbs a little bit more of a
but it's not better than the Clips though. You
Clips, Freddie Gibbs, Raekwon.
It's the Clips, Freddie Gibbs. I gotta listen.
Freddie is climbing.
I heard the rapper, what's his name? Grant? Rod Grant, I think. I heard his album. His shit is nice. I gotta listen.
I think Freddie's climbing up on the Clips, like, because as you listen to it more, it's like, yo.
But see, the only reason why, I'm an energetic type listener. So I like to listen. I like listening to music that gets.
Freddie was
his is mellow. You feel what I'm saying? Like. It's like a jazz like type vibe. Like you drinking, you smoking, or you know what I'm saying. You just riding with your lady and you listen.
That's exactly how I felt.
That's the type of music I get.
Those are the two best albums out.
Yeah, no doubt,
without a doubt.
Right now, Clips is album of the year.
Now I'm waiting on Supreme Clientele 2, August 22nd.
Yes,
Ghostface Killers dropping Supreme Clientele 2.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hold up.
So now that's gonna be thrown in the mix.
We gotta give our shout out to BG, man. I saw the interview what he had with Nori and shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers who understand what they going through and how they gonna come up out of it, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, you know, he was locked up in the feds for, I think he had a gun charge. They gave his ass 14 years, and he was like, look, he's like, damn, he's like, I saw what T.I. got. He got like a year and a day. Weezy got like a year and a day. A couple other niggas got like short time. They done hit me in the head 14. He's like, I didn't think he thought
did his previous record come into play?
Probably did. It probably did. So he was bitter at first. He was like T.I. held him down, Wayne. He was like Birdman. Birdman, T.I. He said Mano is his dog. You know what I'm saying? Mano held him down. Shit. He was like, when he caught up, he said, you know, social media wasn't out. Of course, when he was out, he's like, but now he sees how it keeps people relevant and stuff like that. So Nori asked him, did he made any music while he was in there? He was like, hell nah. He's like, cause them feds was like, nigga, don't you make anything? Cause if not, he didn't. So he didn't get a chance, but he got a lot. He ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to BG dropping some new music.
While you talk about BG, I think the saddest thing is what's going on with Cash Money.
Wow, what's going on with them?
Like that,
weren't they torn?
Yeah, but didn't they kick what you would call it off the tour?
Turk.
Yeah. Like I think it's just it's messed up to me that as a conglomerate, as y'all being the group, y'all don't get along like that.
Well, I mean, of course, Birdman has a lot to do with it because, you know, he fucked with their money. You feel what I'm saying? When you all came in for being broken shit, you feel what I'm saying? And all y'all breaking bread. Now, one of y'all out of the crew was able to think a little bit deeper and be able to expand everybody's wealth, but you got fucking greedy and you start fucking with everybody's pockets. everybody that you broke bread with from day one. So that's fucking up, and egos is being thrust in the middle of that. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, hopefully they'll work that shit out. But I just feel like with BG out and the Nori interview he had on his platform and shit, you know, I thought that was dope, and I think he's been rejuvenated, and he's ready to go, put out some new music. So, you know, if you haven't watched the interview, the Drink Champs edition with BG, yo, you check that out.
Westside Gun got an album coming out too.
Cool.
Who that?
For that Westside.
Okay.
Westside I want to show my shirt before we get up out of here.
Oh.
Oh look!
Revolution.
What's the they said? Tank Davis need to see Shakari Richardson. Charles said that.
Or go to therapy together. Like,
Word up.
Sit down and talk
Anger
to therapists
issues.
together.
I don't think Sha'Carri needs to date a damn boxer.
Nah.
Yeah, she'd get her head knocked off. Okay, cool. Well, it's been a good 2 hours, 30 minutes. Thank y'all for joining in.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. We need to get that 10,000 mark, people.
Yeah. Thank y'all for joining
We'll
us.
see y'all next week.